The Code Cran podcast is intended for a mature audience.
We like to use naughty words.
And I heard someone say Digimon, you were funny.
Another retrospective, I smell tamers on the way.
No, that you just went past a bathroom, that's all.
Yowie wowie!
Why would you ever cheer for the Frontier kids? All they f***ing do is lose!
I mean, if it's a Leomon, it's probably gonna die.
Yeah, if Terramon is Shoutmon by the fandom's comparison, you wait till we get to Hunters. Tageru is gonna make Daisuke look like a goddamn saint.
Yeah. Crosswords is better than Tamers.
Oh shit! Meg's just a Joker leaving the hospital.
Look, I know it's going to annoy people, but Atmon is just peak fiction, and it's the best thing, like storytelling-wise, that this franchise has put out so far. Sorry, not sorry.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
Murger.
I was just hiding, that's all.
Is that all you
I was
were?
doing.
Do you want to go back down there?
No.
Are you sure?
Do you want me to?
I know.
Hey!
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride, everyone! Let me smile at least.
So, welcome in. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 384 of AJ and Meg's Digimon podcast, ruining Digimon podcasting since 2017. And today we are going to be reading through Digimon Liberator Debug 11.1 and 11.2 only. There will be no 11.3 shenanigans tonight.
Ooh.
But we are delighted to see you all. I am, of course, Meg. Joined along, of course, by Miss Megmon.
You realize what you just said, right? Did you hear yourself?
I am AJ. I'm just gonna. You know what? No, I think you've got this. I'm just gonna leave. I think you've got this.
Oh, I really don't.
I don't need to be here.
Come back, other Meg. You're really taking the brains out tonight.
I was doing so well with that intro, and then kaput. Just.
Look at me, I'm the Meg now.
I am the Megmon. Fine.
Come back.
Don't expect me to be happy about it. So, my name is AJ, joined along, of course, by Miss Megmon.
Hi. Sorry, my stream was delayed on my phone.
And, yeah, so we are streaming on a Tuesday.
Oh yeah, it's Tuesday.
Because in 23 hours, I will have my Nintendo Switch 2.
Your new baby.
My new baby. My new baby.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So that's why we're doing it today instead of tomorrow night. Although, because I took tomorrow off work, we could have just done it during the day. Wouldn't that have been
Yeah, but
funny?
that would have been too early.
Oh
for
yeah,
everyone.
for sure. Because we're getting an extra stream for the State of Play. Oh, come on. Nothing good ever gets announced at a State of Play. Come on. Have you watched the last two? Nothing good ever gets announced at a State of Play.
When is it?
That is a good... I think it's today?
Oh.
I think it's the 4th.
Like Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
It's
Don't say today yet.
Fair. Because I did just say we're streaming on a Tuesday. I shouldn't conflate the time zones just yet, I suppose.
It's never gonna work.
Yeah, so a 40-minute State of Play stream tomorrow.
Would Time Stranger be on?
Possibly we could see Time Stranger. I mean, we did get that announced at the last one, I suppose. So, maybe.
What if you have the day off?
Well, let me see. At 10 o'clock tomorrow. So no.
No, you'll be gone.
No, I'll be gone.
Never mind. People are still looking for Silk Song.
Because people are still looking for Silk Song. It's been 7 years. Silk Song is dead. Get over it. See, last time I said the Atmon dub, or last time I said the Ghost Game dub was dead, and then it happened. So if I tell Silk Song it's dead, it will happen to spite me.
You did that to something else, right? No, I did it to Bayonetta.
Yeah.
I made Bayonetta come back.
Yeah. So, 10 o'clock tomorrow. I will be unable to do that stream because my bus up to the toy store is like at 10:30 or 25 to 11 or something. So, yeah, it just wouldn't be worth it.
No.
If there's anything good that gets shown off, maybe I'll react to the trailers, because I was thinking of doing like a stream.
What's that?
Sounds like a cable fell or something. Yeah.
Which one?
It doesn't matter. So I was thinking of doing a stream or some sort of video to unbox the Switch 2 and get it set up. So maybe I can watch any good trailers from the State of Play while I do that.
Yeah.
So, I'll keep an eye on it, and if there's anything fun that pops up, yeah, we'll talk about it. Sure, why not? But yeah, if the State of Play was happening like an hour earlier, I'd be like, yeah, go on. Because I wouldn't have to leave for like, it's only 40 minutes, so I wouldn't have to leave for like another like hour and a half. I'd be like, yeah, okay. But no, I'm not missing my bus for Sony, especially when especially when my PS5 betrayed me this week.
Yeah.
My PS5 disk drive is borked. It does not run games. PS4, PS5, it does not run physical discs. Regular Blu-rays, it does not run them. My disk drive is fudged. So, super chats and memberships are open if you would like to fund the fix AJ's PS5 drive.
Hey, Corbiday. I really need to fix my neutral face again. 4.
No.
Never mind. My other Model 4 is like a more neutral smile.
There you go.
There we go.
It's 0.
Oh, okay. I thought 0 just reset it to the dead face.
No.
Huh.
Fix it with pride. You know what? If I was any sort of mechanic, I probably would. Say, screw it. I do it myself. Take it apart. Replace the lens. Do it myself. But I am not mechanically inclined.
No.
Not for a €500 piece of machinery.
No.
If it was like a PS2 or something, I'd be like, yeah, go on. But no. So I'm not risking that. Might see if any of the local stores in town can do it rather than send it back to Sony, because I feel like that would just be half the price of just buying a new one.
Mm.
So maybe one of the stores in town can do it a bit cheaper.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We have a friend that used to work in the place that you you bought it.
Oh yeah,
So
he might know someone.
who they would have gone to,
Oh.
or someone who used to work there who fixes
Yeah.
them or something.
Well, they would have just sent them back to the manufacturer.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if your warranty with GameStop would have they just send it back to the manufacturer, they fix it and give it and send it back.
Yeah. I
Or
still
they-
might know someone because he knows people who take them apart. They can put them back together.
Yeah, in theory. In theory. But yeah, so thanks to Yuki's suggestion on Discord, we will be doing 11.1 and 11.2 tonight.
Yes.
Then next Wednesday, when we're back on the Wednesday schedules, will be 11.3 and chapter 14.1. And then the Wednesday after that will be Debug 12 and chapter 14-2.
Mm.
And then we'll
That
just...
feels so far away.
Oh, it does.
But it's not.
And this Sunday, we're going to be doing episodes 60 to 62 of Adventure 2020. Like, we're finally into the 60s,
Yeah.
which is like, oh,
Waste
felt like
of
we'd
an
never
hour.
get here. What was that? What was that? Sorry, you want to repeat that?
The waste of an arc.
Oh, waste of an arc. I just said waste of a night. I was like,
Oh, well, that too, I suppose.
Aw, poor chat. Poor chat.
Forcing them to watch that piece of crap.
Chat did nothing wrong.
Chat, I'm not picking on chat. Picking on 2020. It sucks. No.
You can take a detour with 12, then continue with part 2 of the comic. Yeah, I've already made the schedule.
I'm not editing those again.
Nope. I'm not remaking those thumbnails. I already deleted all my 2020 assets. So
yeah, those are not going anywhere.
those are not that order is locked in and ready to go. So but what we will do is once we're finally done with 2020, we'll catch up on whatever new Liberator stuff there is
Yeah.
before we start Adventure 02.
Yes.
And then I look forward to getting really far behind all over again, because if the debugs and the comics are going to be starting to release at such a rapid pace, I'm actually scared.
But at least once we catch up, there won't be a backlog of them.
But until 02 gives us another backlog.
But in theory, it shouldn't give us as much of one.
I hope not. Again, I don't want to be in a position where we're doing like 15-1 as a stream, and then debug 13 and 14 as a stream, and then 14-2, just so we don't get lost because of 02. So we'll try and mitigate that as much as we can, but
When is Beat Breakout?
what?
When is Beat Breakout?
October.
October. Okay, we can't really push it back that far.
No. So yeah, so channel members, your exclusive stream is out there if you have not watched it yet. Well, recording. We didn't stream it this month because oh my god, work was stupid this week. I lost so much sleep to the on-call work.
Yeah, whoever was calling you at 5 in the morning.
2 nights in a row, calls at 5 in the morning.
They're going in my death note.
Uh-huh.
Except you're not allowed to tell me their names.
No. Confidentiality and all of that. I can't actually
If you
give
tell
names.
me the names, they go away.
No, then the companies just hire some other knob.
Better than knob you know.
Anyway. But these are obviously not going to be our next season outfits. These are just for Pride Month. So when we do roll back around to when we finally get on to 02, anybody who is not currently a channel member at the DigiDestined tier will get to see the new outfits.
Yeah.
So yeah. There's actually a fair bit to catch up on before we start reading.
I really should have stopped sewing that skirt an hour earlier.
Probably. I say it before, Meg. I'll say it again. You will be late to your own funeral, and make me late to mine by proxy. But let me pull up.
Even if I go first, I'll somehow.
You'll still delay me somehow, yeah. Okay, there we go. My jacket does look cozy. I know. I love this outfit. Actually, hold on. I wonder if we can do this.
Want to take the table away?
No. You know what? I'll stand on the chair. Because I am not Eri Karan.
Don't zoom back too far.
Oh, no. Wrong button. There we go. I got these cute little shorts, and they've got like purple stripes on the side, and then I've got these boot covers and these boots and
stripy socks.
Yeah, and I love this outfit. I do. Oh, yeah.
Would you have had that before? Before, when all the other streams were on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. The other me would use this outfit quite a bit. But it's like one of those ones I've never removed from the wardrobe because it looks good.
Yeah, I found that for you.
You did. I found it and then I lost it and you found it again.
The minute I saw it, I was like, yep, that is perfect.
Uh-huh.
Now show me off.
I shall. Once I'm done showing me off.
Oh, there's more?
Well, hell, I will remove the desk for this. Oh,
you forgot where it's at.
I did. Uh-oh. That's the whole...
table
right.
you're trying to get.
Yeah. Get rid of that. Hold on. Get rid of that.
There you go.
Yeah. Lads, you want to find Namaste elsewhere? So, Meg... You want to come over here?
I'm...
Why are you running away? Why are you running?
Oh, make me run.
Oh, yo, look at that cake.
Why am I turning that way? Go for a little jog, don't mind me.
Look at that cake! Rainbow cake! Nom nom nom. There we go. So, that is Meg's full outfit. Oh.
Ooh. Still just wearing the same boots, so you don't have to worry about them.
Yeah. And for me, mine's a bit trickier to turn around with this software, but...
Yeah, because you'll go flying.
Oh
dear.
So,
I hate that software.
I don't know why it doesn't like letting the avatar turn around. Oh, I know. I'm a moron.
We're both morons. I just realized why.
Yeah. I don't know why I wasn't doing that sooner.
Oh, you disappeared.
Oh,
God. There you go. You're just going for a walk.
There we go. Oh,
kind of. And no, you disappeared again. There you are. No, you're definitely standing on the chair. Yeah. Oh, and you're gone.
I'm all bent out of shape. But
doing a little jig. Yeah, you definitely need the other camera back.
Yeah, I need the other camera. It would track this so much better. God. You know what? Never mind. An attempt was made. You know, screw it. An attempt was made.
I don't know why we never realized that you could just stand up and turn around. It tracks you perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, with the other camera. That was the whole point of getting this software.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Get off my face. Get off my boobs. Get off me. Stop standing on those. Get.
There we go. I might have something here. Hold on.
I don't think you do. Where have you gone?
Oh no. Oh, there I
There
am.
you are. Oh. Oh.
Damn it! I just wanted to show off the symbol on the back.
We can see it. We could see it when you turned around.
Oh, it won't let me zoom back. See that? It won't
Yeah.
let me pull back. I can push out, but it won't let me.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Stupid software is stupid.
Yeah, like, it's great when it works, but
And then you
otherwise-
just go flying and disappear. I think you might have to restart it now.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Jump scare. So, an attempt was made, okay? I'll just take photos and share them on Discord, I guess. But an attempt was made. There we go. All according to Keikaku. Don't kiss the screen? Nah, I was doing that earlier. Actually, out of context, that sounds weird.
Yeah.
So when I loaded up the avatar into the software, for some reason it just started blowing kisses.
Yeah.
I don't really understand
You didn't click
why.
anything or anything. She just started doing it by herself.
I don't really understand why it happened, but it did. So, okay, there we go. All right, that's it. There we go. We're back to normal. So, over onto Discord. Where do we want to start? You want to start with media, gaming, card game, art?
Sorry, I'm on my charger wire. Gaming.
You okay?
Yep. Sorry, the beer was on. I squished the wire. What do we got?
So,
not more Titamon.
yeah, more Titamon. So there's a demo at Anime Expo.
Oh, cool.
For Time Stranger. There was a demo for Survive when that came out
Yeah.
at Anime Expo as well. I think. Yeah, even Yuki says here like in early July, and then it released at the end of the month. So maybe. If Time Stranger doesn't come out around August 1st, I would be shocked.
Yeah.
Like, if it's going to come out later than that to kind of align with Beat Break, I would appreciate that as well.
Yuki says check general chat later.
Ah. Oh, right. Was this? Oh, okay. Yeah. So we've Oh, so this is where we left off. The Dober. Did we? No.
No, I haven't seen that little Lotmon.
You did when we watched the Terriermon video about Time Stranger.
Oh yeah, they're the screenshots.
There's the screenshots
Yeah,
from it.
yeah.
Missing is the Edamon who lives around here hanging off the washing line. But yeah, see?
Yeah.
I do love about this Lotmon. Just his little arms crossed.
Yeah,
He's got
big
such an
grumpy
angry
baby.
Yeah, he's just got a big grumpy face on him. I love it.
I need that asset immediately.
Like security guard for the bar or something.
That
You,
would be so
you
cute.
rock up to him. You rock up to the fucking Digimon pub, and Lopmon's out there going, "How tough are you?"
Imagine Lopmon with like an Agumon voice. Not the Mickey Mouse one.
Mag.
What is that? I don't think that Togemon is deep. He looks really sauce.
A little
That
bit.
eye looks very like barely open, like he's watching you.
Speaking of sus.
Oh yeah, Terriermon was a pervert.
Terriermon assistant is unhinged. Like, am I the only one staring at her waist? It's a little too sexy, isn't it? And then, we debuted the protagonist's bum or something. He says then after. But I will say Shinjuku looks amazing. From what we've seen in Time Stranger, and the comparisons that they made on that video even to how it looks in the Cyber Sleuth games was very cool. Oh, you can see the Edamon hanging just here.
Yeah.
So they really did like showing off Gomamon evolutions
Yeah.
in that video.
Terriermon is a big fan of Gomamon.
Yeah. Alright, so here I will I need to plug our speakers back in.
Mm-hmm. I thought that says word diet.
I
That
mean that is
would be
those are certainly words that exist. More of your cards arrive, Corvidae? It wasn't just 2 cards per sleeve, but the Vamdemon and Angemon were next to each other. Nice. Okay. Let's make sure our audio sources are as we intend them to be, so that you guys can hear this as well. Nope.
Of course not.
Alrighty. Well, that is fixed. So. Look at him. He looks like such a good boy.
Yeah. Much better than when he's just a floating head.
Oh yeah. I still think that looks like an app drive cover though.
Yeah, it does.
Then we got Zwart defeats source code model. So edgy Omegamon.
Skipped leg day.
Oh yeah. Like it is basically dying. Like it's held together like with straps and glue. Then we got Shaojinmon.
Ooh. Birdie, right?
No. The Kappa.
Oh, yeah. Isn't there one like him? What's a bird?
No.
No? Okay. I mean, it has a beak.
So do turtles. Turtles aren't birds.
I wasn't far off.
That's racist to Rockalina. Yeah. So that's Shaojinmon. Then we got an update from Zen and TCG about the Monster Hunter V-Pets finally.
Oh.
Saying, thank you so much for your patience. We really appreciate it. Great news. Our stock from Bandai is finally arriving this weekend. So the weekend just gone. After the long delay. Due to high demand at the fulfillment center right now, they'll be processing shipments in smaller batches to avoid any further holdups. Rest assured, we'll handle all orders in the order they were received, and you'll get your shipping notification as soon as your item is ready to go. I have not yet received my shipping notification.
Ooh.
Thanks again for sticking with us. We can't wait for you to get your hands on your order.
It's not their fault.
It's not, but I am also... This is twice now with the Digivice 20th color and these. I am not looking forward to having this happen again with the Godzilla ones and then the Digivice, the D3 25th. Which is kind of why I'm glad they're all the one order.
Go back and look at you. Please comment.
Uh-oh. Look, Owie fused with Labramon!
Can't remember the protagonist.
Takuma?
Takuma. Play with me.
I'll slap the shit out of you. I will slap the shit out of you.
God, if I disappear, you know what happened.
A couple of other updates. Indonesia anime festival, Asia, is going to have Tamagotchi Plaza and Time Stranger showing off. With hands-on demos and meet and greets, and even the possibilities to get some exclusive goodies.
Ooh.
These are said goodies. So, Little Nightmares badge and sticker sheet, Shadow Labyrinth tote bag, Time Stranger fans.
Oh, very cute.
And Tamagotchi Plaza keychain and headband. Which why
are they just Animal Crossings?
Because Tamagotchis always have been. A better question is, why are Animal Crossings Tamagotchis?
That's true.
We gotta look at Belphimon in source code.
Okay. Which one? Just a baby? Oh, no. Hello. Oh, that was loud.
Thanks, Agumon.
R.I.P. everyone's ears.
Yeah, so then we're back to the Time Stranger demo announcement at Anime Expo. So cool. Make memories to take home with a unique photo experience, lanyards, and other goodies. So off to eBay with me.
Oops, sorry. Would the photo thing be like...
Or like a photo... Remember like where they had like the Digimon Liberator photo booths at the cons? They were like those Barbie box booths.
Ah, okay. I was going to say, would there be like a... No, I was going to say, would there be like a mascot there or something?
Possibly.
A picture with Agumon or...
Yeah, they could probably cart out the Agumon mascot, but I'd say it's more like a photo booth for like they do for Liberator, where you stand in the comic panel. So we have the War Maiden who landed in Shinjuku, Minervamon. She's so happy. Look at her face. She's just so happy.
I sliced you in half. Ha!
And then we got one for Titamon.
Oh, wonderful. Never seen him before.
I know, right? Are you sick of Titamon yet? Because I'm getting like the game's not even out yet, and I'm getting there. Yeah.
They should have kept him secret.
I mean, he was in the original trailer.
Should have kept him secret.
So apparently from V-Jump, we might get something in tomorrow's State of Play. A new reveal on Thursday. And then Friday SGF. Unsure. But and
What
then
is SGF?
and then a demo from AFA.
That's boob on this Mervamon. It wasn't a Mervamon.
That was not a Mervamon. That was a Minervamon. Min meaning mini. Mini Mervamon. Apparently there was music to go along with that scene that wasn't in the English post. Oh yeah, it's a whole different soundtrack. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. That's a whole different soundtrack.
Is it battle music?
I guess. He opens the digital gate and stands in the way of the main characters. Actually, it's just a repeat of his bio, so it's not really important. And my response was, Dantemon!
I was just thinking that,
Or
yeah.
Titamon! To which Lady Leomon responded, White Rabbitmon? I'm like, I'm like, not quite. And then had to explain who Dantemon was. So...
White Rabbitmon, though?
I have no idea. I don't know if Lady Leomon thought I was making some sort of Alice joke. I don't know how that would work, but
No,
I didn't ask for context.
Summer Game Fest.
Summer Game Fest, that makes sense. Summer Game Fest, yeah, which is this week, yeah. And then a demo from, Anime Expo. The Indonesian, yeah. So, yeah, we might get more information by the tail end of this week. Give us some stuff to talk about on Sunday. If I don't talk about it tomorrow night while I'm doing the Switch unboxing. Then again, depending on which version of me is opening that bitch up, I have...
Yeah, that's true. Might not be a YouTube thing.
No. It could be a Twitch thing.
The new Devil May Cry anime has a White Rabbit character. Ah, okay.
Oh.
That's probably it then.
That's
Dante. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I did not watch that. It's... I don't know. I'm a Bayonetta person rather than a Devil May Cry person. And eventually...
I mean, I don't mind looking at Dante, but
No.
that's about it.
But eventually a lot of early Platinum games start to look the same. Like, if you've played one, you've played them all kind of thing. They're all very similar. Although, I'm going to lose all my gamer cred here.
Oh?
I'm going to lose all my gamer cred with regional copyright issues. Maybe, but if it ends up in the end game, that's a bit weird. I unironically liked the Devil May Cry remake or the reboot. I didn't hate that game as much as everybody else did. Maybe it's because I had no real attachment to the original franchise.
Yeah, that might be it.
But I did not hate that game like everyone else did. I thought Virgil and his stupid fedora was hilarious. And the creators of the game must have cottoned on to how stupid it is, because for the PC definitive edition of that game, they edited that shit out. They got rid of Virgil's fedora because it made him look like a right nonce. But
Don't just use that word all willy-nilly.
I'm not even... let me see, hold on.
I'll just have a jump here, don't mind me.
Oh, am I gonna have to... Yeah, so this is reboot Virgil. And let me see if I can find an image of him in his stupid fedora.
And hat?
Yeah. Oh, I don't. Oh, we're gonna take a chance. Oh, none of the images have it. That's rude.
No, you're gonna have to type it in.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait, what?
There was somebody wearing a hat down
Oh, there we go.
there.
Look at his stupid fedora, his stupid milady fedora. So
Chat
stupid
can't see
they
that.
edited it out. What?
I don't think chat can see
Chat
that.
can see that.
Can
They can, yeah. I have not taken...
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so even the game makers acknowledge that this is so stupid they edited it out of the definitive edition. So it just makes it's so dumb.
It
It makes
Why is he Cody
it looks like
Rhodes?
this guy. He looks like fucking this guy.
That picture you were just on was just Cody Rhodes in a hat.
Yeah, just apply stupid neck tattoo here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I didn't hate this game. I thought it was fine. Not great. Like it is Devil May Cry in the same way that Netflix Resident Evil is Resident Evil. You know, I can acknowledge that, but I didn't have the seething hatred for it everybody else did. Right, well, on that note then, so where do you want to move?
Well, Yuki said to go back to general chat.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
No, I saw them.
Oh.
Oh, that one?
No?
No?
Oh, this general.
Good catch.
Well done. Well done.
And it looks like you're doing it on purpose, like you're like grabbing your goggles to like nod.
Yeah. I'm just,
Where are organs?
You'd have to pay me normally to get in that position. I don't. I was about to say I don't just present for anyone. Or for just anyone. So enjoy that one. Amazing. This is all lost on audio only viewers.
Yeah.
So apologies.
It's time to go to the Discord.
Yeah. Alright, well let's check out the media thread.
Is there a new YouTuber?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
So we got a new Digimental poll. Your favorite Digimental of love armor evolution.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, Swanmon for aesthetics.
I like
our robot owl thing.
the robot
here.
owl is cool. But I kind of like Noivern.
Oh yeah, the Pepsi bat. Yeah.
I don't so much like it in that artwork. It doesn't usually look as...
Because its maw is just like out here.
It looks more so that it's chewing on something like that. It doesn't look like that's the inside of its mouth.
Yeah.
It looks like it's got a block of meat or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, like what were those? Oh, what were those? Oh, I don't know if they still do them. What were those strips that like were all rolled? What are they called?
Oh, well, in America they're called fruit roll-ups, aren't they?
Something. Yeah, but
Yeah.
what did we call them? Something like that. It began with an S.
Oh.
But it is, yeah. It looks like he's nomming on like a whole fruit roll up without unfurling it.
It isn't that I love Skarmory too.
Skarmory, Terromon,
Mm.
yeah, or Terro is the other one. Yeah, Sethmon and Halcymon. I'm just like,
Oh my god.
yeah, okay.
We need to make a T-Rectodactyl mon.
You want to explain that joke?
It's someone's really awful bar from a rap. I heard it in someone else's video, so I couldn't tell you who it is. But he says something about being cooler than a T-Rex and a pterodactyl mixed together. That's a T-Rectodactyl.
Yeah, something
a
like
T-Rectodactyl.
something like that. It was incredibly cursed. So there's gonna be new Ghost Adventure and Ghost Game merch.
Okay.
So we've got these beach blankets.
Winders, they were called.
Winders.
Fruit winders.
Oh, Why did I think an S? I think of Swizzlers. Anyway, so we've got these new beach blankets.
Beach blanket.
Because it's summertime.
Yeah. So let's put the big snow bear.
I know, right? That's the bit that has me confused. But like Gomamon and the fish makes sense. Jellymon and the ocean makes sense. We've got a Gomamon and Jellymon key ring. We've got these nice tote bags with like the crests on them. And then we've got these cool water bottles. The Yukidarumon inclusion is... I am unsure.
Not who I think of for summer.
No.
Ice cream?
Oh, maybe.
That's what
Like
Yuki
a,
says.
like a Mr. Frosty kind of deal?
I guess.
That? Yeah, okay. I see that.
Not really ice
I don't
cream
necessarily
theme,
agree with it, but I see it. The tote bag looks fucking huge,
She
though.
makes me think more of a Yeti than a...
Well, that's
ice
why
cream.
that's what Mojimon is for.
Yeah, true.
But yeah,
That is a big tote bag, yeah.
that is a big tote bag. Then the water bottles look nice. I do
Wait,
like
what is the...
what?
That
Which
Yukidarumon thing there.
also a beach towel. You saw it. In
Oh,
the
that
first
is the
image.
beach towel. Okay, sorry. It looked like another kind of bottle.
It's this. It's
It's
just
that,
because the
yeah.
images are blurry.
Yeah.
Hold on. We'll have to go into the With the Will website. Can I just do this? Will the full images open up here? Ah, they will. That'll do. So I do like this tote bag.
I like the blue one better.
Yeah, that's fair. Because it's more water, oceany. Yeah, I get that. I like the Gomamon and Jellymon keychains. Yeah. The water bottles are very cute. The Gomamon one, I think I will give you the Gomamon one on the bottles. I think that's the better one.
Yeah.
This one just has all the crests on it, and then that one has, I think, all the perfect levels. And then there's just little pouches. Yeah, and then a better look at the...
Probably a purse, actually.
Yeah, actually. Wait.
Water bottle is tiny.
I don't know what they are.
Key rings.
No, because they're key rings.
Oh, charms?
Hold
For your
on.
bag?
There's no pricing on that, so it's actually those are the key rings. That's just showing you everything,
Mm.
and then it's breaking down the pricing of everything. So
Okay.
yeah, okay. So those are the key rings. Yeah, so those were cute. Anime Expo event. So at Anime Expo, there's a booth featuring Elysian.
Okay.
So maybe we're getting closer to an Elysian release than we think. And then the social media post. June, the rainy season is here. It's rainy and depressing outside. Let's have...
I thought Dragmon was a chair.
How?
All I saw was like this black bit here, and that looks like the armrest bit here.
Oh.
I thought he was like sitting in a computer chair.
No, they're back to back.
I didn't even see Dragmon at all.
Well, it's rainy and depressing outside. Let's have fun playing at home. Drakmon enjoying playing games with friends online, while Lylemon enjoys playing games alone on his handheld game console. Enjoy the rainy days your own way. So
Well, he's gotta
Drakmon is
switch
so Drakmon is yeah. That's what I was thinking. Is he like he's either like playing Smash Bros. Or they're already mimicking the Switch to voice chat setup thing.
Yeah, because look, he's talking as well.
Yeah. But what Lylemon is holding, the next post actually breaks it down. So, the multiplayer game that Drakmon is playing is this.
Okay.
It's just this, whatever this is. And you see, like, they turned certain ones upside down to kind of mimic stacking the Digimon on top of each other. But then Lylemon is playing the Pocket Station. Oh yeah, like totally not this. Yeah, look at it. That is just taken from the yeah. So it is the Switch face chat thing. Switch 2 face chat thing. Cool.
Corviday agrees with the blue bag being.
Yeah, I saw Corviday's comment in the thread about liking the bag with the crests on it. So the Pocket Station.
Ooh.
Is a memory card peripheral by Sony for the PlayStation home video game console. It released in '99, and the device acted not only as a memory card, but was interactive itself via a small monochrome LCD display. Many PlayStation games included software that could be downloaded and played on the Pocket Station.
I had never heard of this before.
A release in North America and Europe was planned, but ultimately cancelled. The Pocket Station shares similarities with Sega's VMU for the Dreamcast. You know, the thing you can put in the middle of the Dreamcast controller? Basically that. Nintendo did release something similar to this with Pocket Pikachu. I don't know if you remember that.
No, I'm thinking of Watch.
See if it's probably not mentioned. It's a Pocket Digimon World, yeah, so you could actually so if you had one of these in Japan, pop it into the memory card slot, I guess on your PS1, and you could download game data to play on the screen here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically.
Yeah, so but yeah, it's like basically this like it was just a raisable Pikachu on a it was a pedometer basically as well, basically. So and then there was a color version. So
can we bring back see-through and technology?
All right. I don't. We'll we'll go through art for a second because there's quite a bit here. Oh, maybe not. I feel like. Where did we stop? Oh.
I've definitely that and that.
I don't remember what we last showed off on stream though.
No.
Oh,
that.
Yeah. So we got this comic, Gamma's Family, with the little Tamagotchi version. Wow, you look like me. You want some of my champion? Nom. Hey, Gulus, you don't deserve my champion.
He's holding him back with his foot.
His little bandaged arm.
Aww. Oh, that's why he's so grumpy then in the first one, because his arm is bandaged in that.
Yeah. And this thing's just like, I'm a little brat. Then we got some
Oh.
Yep. Some nice Kamaitachi there. And
Ooh, hello.
Miko mode. We've got this artwork of Rina in an Ulforce Vidramon costume. She looks like, you know, those Koto Bakuya figures that like take a thing and make it sexy. And that's how we ended up with like sexy Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger statues. Yeah. She looks like one of those.
Yeah.
Is cute.
Oh, is that meant to be like the frog one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool. She's just like
the boob squish.
Yeah, making but using like different parts of her outfit to imitate like the whiskers and stuff. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Some nice. Some nice Time Stranger art. Don't think anybody's looking at her waist there because where are her organs?
In her boobs, clearly.
Got some Bancho Lilymon.
Pretty.
Cheeky Elizamon.
Talk to the hand.
I'm going to guess this came out after the presentation.
Yeah, I've seen that. Connected to.
Yeah. The Xing Tianmon.
Hmm.
He's pretty good. I love this design. I do like this design.
Interesting.
Kind of like an inverted Dullahan.
Hmm.
And we've got some Lamiamon.
Hmm.
Yeah. Goes back in time, goes back to the past and moves a chair. The collectible monster timeline.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so Agumon becomes a Pokemon, Tailmon becomes a Yokai Watch, and Pikachu becomes a Pal World.
I guess.
Is that what happened here? um.
No.
I love this.
With the pipe.
I love this. This is one of these instances of artwork where I feel like the longer you look at it, the better it gets.
Really good.
Mm. So matchmaking comic. So they come across a slipper. They get transported to the ball. Dendromon takes a liking to Lady Devimon. Tailmon says nope. And Dendromon goes back to being hampered by her servants, I guess.
Popcorn.
Yep. Goes back to watching a movie. So more Time Stranger art?
That is giving me vibes of Lukavanch.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Mamemon about ready to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Then
Holy teapot.
mode change. Fighter mode. I really don't know how to feel about this. I think my favorite thing is that, like, when you take him apart and put him back together, he just gets a smaller head.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like his head. Like, it's even a, like, it's like even a thing for it here. Like, this just opens up and there's another head underneath it.
Yeah.
This is, yeah.
Ooh. Aw, that's adorable.
Yeah, I kind of love this. This is just nice. This is just, it's very wholesome and just, aw.
Ali said, "Oh, cute art of Yao and her adopted children."
So
The top looks like those metal colanders that fold up to fit in a pot. Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
So I don't know what it is about the Holy Teapot lately, but we're getting more. We got like this Pokeball art version of him.
It's just because
With like a not
Shaco-
Syakomon inside? Oh,
Shaco and
Shakomon, Shaco.
Shakomon. Yeah.
I guess that's the joke.
Yeah, because they have
Similar enough name. They
the
sound the
same
same. They've
name, basically.
Yeah.
They don't, but they do.
Yeah. I don't want to translate this. Then what if someone says on Reddit said, what if Belzebumon had a holy mode? And I think it's a cool idea.
He doesn't look too happy about it.
No, because he's still Belzebumon edgy, but I feel like it's less holy Belzebumon and more just Anjumon in Belzebumon cosplay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's different enough. I think it's a really cool idea, but I don't think it's different enough.
No.
Also, the short hair. No, he needs the long, glorious orange hair. Um, this might be my favorite one.
Ataro said basically Cross Wars Beelzebub.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Taro. Good to see you.
Shakomon. Oh,
Angel of Gluttony.
yeah, it was so cute. I want to be there, says Desmond.
Of course.
Me too. And Corvidae said, I kind of like, but it looks too much like Angemon, especially since they made the hair redder rather than
Beelzebumon's lighter.
blonde.
Yeah, that tracks. This one though,
This is cursed.
Wallace and Terrier.
Yeah.
This might be my favorite one, just because this is so cursed. This is so cursed. It loops around to being the best thing ever. I love this. Like I feel like, you know that meme where it's like, this is great, but slaps car. I love this one more.
Mm.
That's me for this one, and I think
That one. Yeah.
It's like I like this slaps car, but this one's better. Oh, we've got a spooky one from Declaret.
Okay. She's coming for cuddles.
Yeah. It was just like,
Oh,
yeah, this is
that's adorable.
baby Susanoo. I love this. And then you posted a bunch of artworks, which
Show them off.
I hope I can.
Should be able.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill the.
It'll only open one image.
Oh, wrong
Nope.
one. I'm just gonna kill the viewer for a second because I don't want to risk Pinterest asking for an email address.
Oh yeah.
So. Oh, sign in to look at it properly, do I?
Hit the zoom.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Right. I'm not gonna zoom. I'm not gonna log into Pinterest right now, but Meg did share some image. This one
That
here.
one, yeah. If you hit back. it might be-
Koromon and Tanemon like playing PS1 games is funny to me.
And then just in the back, Modimon's like headbutting a football.
Yeah. I do like this one of Daisuke with Ken in the background. Bunch of
I didn't
tamers
share
ones.
any of these. These are just good.
Yeah. Like these ones here, like if this is all official art, I don't think it is. There's an artist signature there, but it's done very close to the original art style. That if it was, I'd have loved to have used these for like the thumbnails while we were watching 99.
Yeah.
Because they are better than the DVD covers
Yeah.
or the VHS covers I was using. But if I go back, like is the the Beelzebumon and Grand Drachmon one, which gives a whole load of other Beelzebumon images.
Be careful there.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just gonna
there's-
close those, and then this one. Oh, see, that's. Yep. So just more Beelzebumons.
Oh,
This is
yeah,
cool,
that's-
though.
That is cool, yeah.
I don't know what that's meant to be, but I dig it.
Yep.
So. Yeah, so thanks. Now. Sweet. Seems like Grand Drachmon art is relatively rare. I'm killing you. Why am I killing you? Well, as if he was British instead of American. Poor Wallace. Wallace and Terry. I don't think it was a Digimon one. That other
No.
thing I opened up at the end. Then so card game stuff, and then we'll get it. I think we can segue from card games into Liberator.
Yes.
So
Oh yeah, we looked at that stuff off screen.
yeah, so oh god, a
Oh.
lot has happened since our last stream.
Wow.
So I finally got my Gaiamon and my Mastemon off Yami along with my Globemons and my Karasmon.
Yeah.
So I think I showed those off 26th maybe. Oh yeah, and then I start building the deck, and I got my Gaiamon. If we could, yeah, I got my alt art Gaiamon.
Nice.
1 down, 3 to go, and I'll do it too. But in the interim, we got this cool Rise Greymon card.
I don't like his knee.
We got Mamemon here.
Is he punching?
I think he's cracking down on Bancho Mamemon,
Ah, okay.
which I think is funny.
Oh yeah, that kind of looks like the jacket. flying
Yeah.
over, yeah.
And then we got a new Analog Youth.
Isn't his name? What's his name when he's older?
Mameo.
He's Mameo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mamemon.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a cool Analog Youth artwork, which is great. We got a better look at the Cyber Eden poster.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this.
Ew.
Look at this motherfucker.
Ew.
Oh, I love this. It's great.
Ew. Made an MC Escher painting into a person.
And then we got alt arts for Alturas
Ooh.
mode.
That's kind of cool. Like he's in one of the Digivolution, like the 3D Digivolutions. Oh, interesting.
And then a new Sagittarius mode.
That's
What?
interesting.
Go on. No, go on. Say it.
Yeah, but he's all muscly and he's all wet. What do you think?
Ah. He's also furry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Hey, I forgot Meg's a furry.
No, I'm not attracted to it. I mean, from like bear down maybe, but
Just get rid of the wolf
not
head.
attracted to wolf heads.
You want to just put a paper bag over him?
Except for maybe Belfamon we were looking at earlier, but that's different.
You're not a dog person.
No, I'm not a dog person.
No. So we've been new Taichi and
yay.
Yamato. Which, yeah, okay.
Yay! We never see them.
He looks older, Taichi. There's
So
something.
good, yeah. His neck is long.
We've got a new Omegamon.
Oh wow, your favorite.
It's and Ultra S.
Mm.
And then a new Skull Greymon,
Interesting.
which looks badass as fuck.
Looks like a painting.
Yeah.
No, Ali, I am not into moist dogs. Oh, you make me say that word.
Also, hi, Ali.
I read out something from Ali already.
Oh, did we? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I haven't looked at chat in a while, so I haven't registered who's there and who's not. Because you've been reading chat.
Miken is getting a card, I guess, says Ali.
I hope so. We're getting a lot of Meramon.
Oh, he said killed a viewer earlier.
Ah,
You meant the meme viewer.
yeah. So, new Shumon alt art. I love these, like, fireworks around the border.
It's adorable.
New Bastemon.
Oh, wow.
That's a reprint, but
That's very pretty.
yeah.
That's a firework.
And then we have an
He's
alt
beating up
art.
Devimon?
We have an alt art for Kaguyamon.
Oh, yeah. Why does it look like she's standing backwards? Like she's
It's
looking
because
over
of
her
this.
shoulder.
It's oh yeah, it kind of does. Because
But that can't be possible because that's on her back.
Yeah, because it's the spacesuit pipes are.
Yeah, they look like they should be on her back.
Yeah. But I really do like this.
Peter's finally getting new art. Eat 'em, Meg.
Alt art Mirai.
Okay. Okay.
So
Whatever they say, they really went hard into the Eldritch for that art.
oh yeah, for sure.
And then Meg, it has to be at least 70% non-furry. Less than 30% is negotiable. Kaguya lacks legs.
And then we've
Says Ellie.
Sternumon,
Oh yeah.
which I really love this.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Like if that was a poster, I'd frame it.
Yeah.
Like just
It looks like something that would be on an old fantasy calendar.
yeah. So we've the alt art then for the analog youth we just looked at.
That's fun.
Hey, this is so fun and cute. I love this. Alt art for meat.
Like nunchuck meat. Oh, that's good.
And then Galgamon
Nice.
references.
He needs to look a little happier, I think. Damn, Togemon.
And then Gardromon,
Hey!
a gold one.
Hanimon, no picking.
So new Arata
Okay.
before he goes all eater.
Yeah, he looked.
Except
It's the same as the Nokia card because it looks like
I feel like his alt art is going to reference the eater version of him though,
Oh.
because he has an inherited effect. When one of your opponent's Digimon attacks, if this Digimon is Eater Adam, you may change the attack target to one of your unidentified or Cyber Sleuth trait Digimon.
Okay.
I feel like his alt art is gonna have his like Eater arm,
Mm.
which would be a fun way to just to reference that, especially since Eater Adam is in his effect text.
Desmond also said Chewmon. Chewmon.
We have
Ugh.
yeah.
Ugh.
I actually can't show you the others yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the others are spoilers for things we yet to meet.
Ah.
So, then the big news came out this week.
Yeah.
Digimon Liberator Debugger Set Premium Bandai 22 has been revealed. Pre-orders opened 2 days ago at 3 a.m. Accordion style backing sheet, so no playmat with this set. You get an accordion style backing sheet with 6 cards attached. There were 52 cards total in the with 26 cards but 2 of each.
Yeah.
And then you get the storage box. So you get this awesome box featuring the comic characters and the debug characters with Unchained in the middle.
Yeah.
And an alt art then of Vortex Resonance, which is great because I need more of those. I only have the one. So more of those.
The
and then
Unchained in the middle looks like too symmetrical.
yeah, I get that. And then another fifth reprint of Digimon Liberator, because they still have not released that New Year's 2025 art. But complementing the other side of this big ass artwork, which is great. Then the accordion sheet is going to be from the comics for the mega levels of the debuggers, which is sick. That it's going to be art pulled from the pages of the comic.
Yeah.
So we've got Zephigamon, Centralmon, Ryugumon, Pyramidimon, Necromon, which unironically might be its best artwork.
Oh, it's pretty cool, yeah.
And Medusamon.
Yeah. What would one do with that?
What?
It's not for gaming, I take it, just for design.
Oh no, yeah, no, I would hope if you take the card out, the actual panel is still below it.
Well, no, what I mean is it's not like, like in D&D where one person is like hiding behind a thing.
No, this is just...
Because that would be weird to
This is
have
just for
have that in front of your cards.
Yeah, this is just for aesthetic.
Yeah.
You probably put it on a shelf.
I don't know if I think those cards might be printed onto it. Guess we'll find out.
Then we get each of the comic covers got turned into a card. So Shoto's card.
Yeah.
Arasa's, Yao's, Close. New Violet art, which is great.
How many violets are you going to have in your deck now?
I'm really hoping they make a Violet card in her new white outfit. So I could, gotta catch them all. Waifu man. Then we've got the artwork from the debugs being turned into cards. So we've got Yuki, we've got Winner, we've got Ryotaro, Suzune, Altea, and Mirai.
I love that Yao made it into Altea's one as well.
And then for the debug Digimon, which shows that the other won't be printed on. Those are actual cards on the accordion.
True.
So for the debuggers, we've got awesome Heavy Metal-Dramon art. We've got this great Queen Beemon. We've got we've got Dynamon, we've got Skadimon, Invisimon, and Kaguyamon. So this seems to be a little bit of a spoiler because it's all from the artwork within the novels.
Yeah.
So that's where this would have been taken from. So Kaguyamon up soon? Question mark. But yeah, like all those cards playable within the set, 2 copies of each. Sounds good. It is not up where I usually get my cards in from now because our comic shop just let me down. But I'm still kind of annoyed. Or maybe annoyed's not the right word. Maybe I'm just too expectant that when these boxes come out, there's a playmat. Like this accordion style thing is really good, and it will look good when it's just up on a shelf.
Yeah, you could put it up behind devices or something.
Yeah, right? Or, in front of like your D-storage or something.
Yeah.
Right? I'm great. Like, I like the idea of it. But do you know how cool this artwork would have been as a playmat?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like how off-center debugger set is here. Do you see that? It's...
Zoom out.
It just needs to be that little bit more to the right. It's just slightly off. It is not centered.
Unshane's face is putting me off really bad. Because it doesn't look like... It looks like half of her face flipped over. Does that make sense?
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
Like the mirror thing that I always say it looks like Diablomon's doing.
Yeah. Like, you can tell it's not with, like, the hair strands and stuff, but I and then the difference is, like, in the outfit, in the little buckle here.
There's just something, maybe
but
it's the expression, it's just off-putting.
Yeah, I think it might be the expression, because otherwise I can see what you mean. Granted, that's not to say they didn't just draw one side of the face, flip it, and then build everything else around it, but even their ears have different... I don't want to say designs, but they've... Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, this would have been sick as the mat included with the set. That would have been like make it one of
nice.
Like make it like the Lady Devimon and Anjouwon playmat that we have, where it's one of the larger sized ones, and that would have been the perfect thing to top it off. I don't want to come off as greedy or ungrateful or whatever, but I just think that would have made it. I think that would have, the set is amazing. That would have made it perfect. Does bug me though that on the promo image this is off center.
It is.
I think I have that font installed on Power Director.
You're just gonna edit it and make your own.
I might just I'll just make my own.
When you opened that last night, funny, you went, look at them pretending Yuki's a protagonist.
Yeah. So. Thank you. So I was showing Meg this. Look how crisp that artwork is, and the fact it's gonna be shrunken down onto like this storage box and broken up over these 2 cards. When you could do something really nice by just having like, oh, look how crisp it is. But I opened this up and I looked at Meg and I said, look at them pretending Yuki's a main character.
Yeah. Oh, that's how they reeled us in, thinking we were getting a female protagonist.
Yeah.
And we did not.
No, we did not. Like, it's still really good, and I really do like it, and I'm grateful for this set existing. Truly, but by God, that text is pissing me off.
just scroll down again.
I can't unsee it.
It doesn't exist. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, just the bottoms of Unchained's crazy eyes. Yeah, they're the chat has. Oh, it almost looks like Unchained is Lopmon's face.
No, it's starting to look like, when...
Hold on, I got it, Ella. Let me just try and bring this down a teensy bit more. Can we do it? Can we make Unchained Lopmon's face? Yeah! Look at that!
What?
Look at Lopmon's head!
Oh, that Lopmon. I was like, that doesn't look like Lopmon.
Oh, you moron. You moron!
Oh, no, it's just reminded me of something else.
Shoto, let's ignore the big head behind us, everyone. Violet's new clothes might be in Booster 23. She is getting that new card in October. That is true. Booster 23, we're going to have Erica, Violet, and Aerie in the same pack. My wallet is going to melt.
It's reminding me of this.
Meg, I really wish you hadn't shown me that.
Why?
I'm just like, because now I can't unsee it, and I dislike you.
I'm going to put it in Discord. You can show chat what I'm talking about. Where will I put it?
Liberator thread?
Save it did. So
Just because of context, I guess we'll put it in the Liberator thread. But yeah, look at the Unchained's face here on
yeah.
Like if I take away the Memovision's frame. Perfect.
My poor Lopmon. My poor Lopmon.
There we go. So this is the vibes Meg was getting from Unchained.
The forest spirit from Princess Mononoke.
Yeah. So speaking of Liberator, because I actually no, we're not done with cards yet.
How long have we been live? We haven't even gotten to the comic yet.
It's gonna be a short read. We may as well milk it. So it's not like we have to be up in the morning. I'm off work.
That's true.
So new Karamon card. Interacting with an eater because Cyrus Luth and Arata. New Chrysalimon.
That is pretty cool art.
Yeah, I love this.
I don't like him, but that's pretty cool art.
New Doromon. Alt art.
He looks like, when Simba is trying to roar.
Oh.
Like, he's not doing a roar, he's just like...
Yeah. Agumon alt. And Devimon alt. Devimon is not happy Agumon stole his food. Also, the random Betamon just hanging out on his shoulder like he's a sidekick.
That's really weird.
I'm not sure how I feel about this, to be honest. That is not the buddy cop friendship I had imagined.
Yeah.
Devimon and Betamon.
Do you think he's having trouble like Dynasmon and Wanyamon?
Well. So, yeah, I'd said like a play mark with that art would have been amazing. But in different languages, the thing is going to look slightly different.
Oh.
Because, well, that's how language works. So, Zephyrgamon, Centralmon, Ryugamon, Pyramidimon, Necromon, Medusamon. This is how they will look in Japanese. So, obviously, Japanese text rather than English over the entrances. And in English, you can see all the different rumbles and.
They'd remove them for the. But then again, they wouldn't because they're doing the whole panel. I suppose. Yeah.
So these are the Chinese ones then. So just different fonts and different everything. For Ryugumon though, because it's taken from the panel, Ryugumon gets hidden.
Yeah.
Pyramidimon kinda as well, but
I mean, he's kind of hidden in all of them.
Not as much though.
I mean, Pyramidimon.
Like, I mean, look at Pyramidimon, yeah. But like Ryugumon, I think it's the worst deal out of the lot
With the Chinese text,
Yeah, because like there's the B off.
At least
like,
with the B, you can see through the B, and the Japanese letter, you can see through it.
Yeah, but the Chinese lettering,
You
no.
got Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm on that card.
So, but it is cool. Like they had the foresight to not just make it the English one and the Japanese one.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty fun. So in Booster EX9, we've got the alts for Crescarurumon, the alt for Blitzgreymon Ace, and then for Omegamon Alter S, and they all join together to make one card.
He's French.
Yeah. Dracomon,
Aw, what's in his mouth?
crystals or diamonds or I don't know. Dragons eat jewelry, right? Devimon for Booster 22.
And a lot of Devimon.
Yeah. Look, if you have one or fewer tamers, you may play one Jimmy Ken from your hand without paying the cost. Let's go! Peak is arriving. And then we have the Death Miramon here.
Muscles on that arm.
Oh, I know, right?
Looks like, you know, when you
they're-
get sausages and they're all wrapped together.
Yeah, and they're at the demon stage. So I'm loving this. My only hang up is the spelling of Jimmy Ken.
Oh.
Because Cyber Sleuth itself can't make up its mind what way that name is meant to be spelt, because the game itself is riddled with typos. But I prefer the Jimiken spelling.
Yeah.
Because it's Jimi Hendrix vibes. You know, rather than Jimmy.
Yeah, just
Fucking Bimmy and Jimmy from Double Dragon Line, you know? Yeah, points if you get that reference. I don't like the Jimmy and then the giant Ken.
If it was Jimi
Ken
and then capital Ken, I wouldn't mind so much if it was all one word.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like it just being Jimmy, because Jimmy, like, I have an Uncle Jimmy. Like,
Right.
Is his name James Ken?
James Ken. What a name. But yeah, no, I prefer the spelling I just put in chat.
Yeah.
But like Cyber Sleuth itself went back and forth depending on who was in the office translating that day.
Yeah.
You know, one translator made him Jimmy Ken and the other made him Jimmy Ken. And I'm just like, you know, this is the same game that called every monster a Bakemon, so
Yeah.
what you gonna do, brother? I guess, you know. Ali says more region locked art. It's not the region locked art isn't so bad in this case because it's all the same art. It's just the text is different.
Yeah.
It's not like Medusamon and Gaiamon where every territory got the base art and an alt art, but then every territory also got its own individual alt art.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. I don't feel the compulsion to hunt down the Japanese and Chinese versions of all of those monsters.
No.
Where I do with Gaiamon, I'm like, no, I will have those alts. But the texts are always different in other languages. Tends to be how language works. But yeah, no, But I am delighted that this basically confirms we're getting
How else will they read a card effect?
I mean, have you ever watched Dub Yu-Gi-Oh? Fucking Dub Yu-Gi-Oh just uses a picture and some stats and they go, I know what this is and what it does.
I think they were playing Yu-Gi-Oh in an episode of Chicago Med.
Oh.
The kid that Maggie and Ben were adopting, he was like trying to play a card game and it looked like Yu-Gi-Oh! It looked like Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I'll show you later.
Yeah. Invisible gun. But I am delighted that Peak is on his way. Ephemeral Hummingbird go brrr. Let's go. Give me the Jimmy Ken and his alt art. Please and thank you. Alright, so Liberator, very quickly. So we saw that.
Yes.
Celebrating all the different images, because the novel is a year old. Did we look at this?
I don't think so.
No. It appears that both Violet and Suzune are considered to be quite wealthy. Could they have crossed paths in the upper echelons of social gatherings? This juice is super very good. Refill, please, on the double. Super very good. Oh my, that girl. She seems familiar. And then we got a good look at all the emblems. So
That's a nice
this is
background.
Cross's emblem, or not Cross.
Close?
Close. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a fairy book. Yeah. Sorry, I just saw the brown and thought of sand and pyramids. But yeah, obviously the hourglass made of pyramids. Clearly, it's that one. But
Oh, my eyes.
I know, right? June 12th, so not tomorrow, but next week.
Next week, yeah.
So this will be a debug week, then I'm guessing. But Globemon on the cover of my Digimon Liberator comic?
We call that, man.
Still my beating hearts. Oh, I feel so justified after everything. After everything, this is Atmon's in the card game. All the Apply drivers are coming across different packets. Dogachimon was in a comic last week.
Your hands are doing a panic.
Oh, I know. And now Globemon's gonna be on the cover of one. I'm okay now. I feel like I've been satiated. Appmon are officially in the
Everywhere.
Are everywhere. Appmon are everywhere and have been officially inaugurated into Digimon. And this was the best way to do it. So I feel like I've been satiated.
You're sitting here going, haha, I win.
Basically, yes. Well, we got these cool artworks for chapter 14.
Ooh.
And this. The debugging team speculate that the reason for the Machinamon swarm is that the Digimon in the garden may have been altered in some way. So is this what happened? It's just outfitting everyone.
Why does the face look so familiar?
What, the Gabumon face?
Is it Nelson? The Simpsons?
Oh my god, it is Nelson! Oh my god! Oh my god, I totally see it. Also, the idea of Machinamon running around with like the Gabumon horn
Yeah.
poking out of its head. And then your image.
Yes.
Okay. So I think we're finally ready. Chat disconnected and reconnected. I don't think the stream died because I didn't see anything over there.
Still live.
Yeah.
How did this phone lock? Oh, I know.
Lobon will get his ass whooped in the same day Bandai doing their card game direct. Then gets his ass whooped again in the anniversary of Digimon Day. Don't say such things. Either way, I'm still waiting for all those people who were aghast at the idea of Atmon being in the card game and how it would ruin everything. I'm still waiting on those people to tell me how the game has been ruined. They're awfully fucking quiet. Anyway. Sorry, I'll stop being petty for a second. And, let's load up this debug and finally get started.
Yeah. How long have we been live?
About an hour and a half. Fine, I'll put.
We have to stop saying, "Oh, this will be a short one." We have to stop saying that out loud.
Well, then not like in theory, the actual reading should be the short part. So we got to make up the content somewhere. So.
I can't believe those other ones don't have art still.
Yeah, that does annoy me. But oh well, I guess. Also, a point was made about that debugger set. There's no Cool Boy and there's no Zenith.
Oh, okay.
Which I guess makes sense because one's the villain and one's just like the mentor character.
Yeah, like he's not a debugger.
A Zenith, I don't know.
No, and neither is Cool Boy.
Well,
he's like the boss of them.
Yeah, like he's their mentor character, so kind of makes sense he doesn't get new stuff. So.
Yuki said, "I thought you were AJ." No, that's Meg.
I am also petty. Have you not learned this yet? When it comes to Atmon, I am very fucking petty.
Sorry, Aaron was making you pet Lotmon.
I mean, I don't mind. I'll pet the baby.
Aww. Hey.
Shoulder.
Up a bit.
Give me your shoulder. Oh,
Up a bit.
no. Oh. Tickle.
Sorry, chat. That wasn't my fault.
Alright, well. Right. So, Debug 11.1. I do one, you do the other?
Yuki said I should do this one, I think.
Yeah, I saw that.
Earlier.
I think I saw that, yeah.
Batsumon.
I hope not.
Or Batsumon.
So let's cue Meg up to read Debug 11.1. You know what I'm gonna do? I shouldn't do this, right? But just so I remember where the actual timestamps are, I'm just gonna put the on-air thing up so I know this is where we actually start reading.
Yeah. It was just a supersonic attack. Meg Canary.
Alright, so 3, 2, 1. It's reading time!
Oh. Shortly before the start of service for Digimon Liberator, Cool Boy, a silver-haired young man who serves as the operations manager and lead GM, was looking down at the vast view of Lacuna from the window of a towering building in Jewel. Debugging teams can be seen here and there, doing final checks before the game launch. No major problems have been found so far, and the game has been well received by players and web media writers who participated in the beta test. If this continues, the launch plan should proceed without a hitch. And Cool Boy fights back against the relief that spreads through his chest. Why?
It's before it kicked off, so we know he abandoned one game, so oh, thank God, one that works.
Yeah, but he's fighting it. He's like, no, don't be relieved yet.
Yeah, gotta keep your composure, Cool Boy.
Liberator was developed to protect the Digimon of Lacuna, but ostensibly, it is a game. It needs the support of many players. If it's not well received, IDEA has reserved the right to reconsider the whole project itself. That's what happened to Rico's brother. Rico's brother. His game got cancelled.
Oh, Rico. Yeah, her brother.
Naturally, everything that could possibly be done has been done to avoid that outcome. Aggressive PR activities after the project announcement to internal politics to promote Liberator as a flagship project to the board. Neither of which are Cool Boy's real forte. He couldn't have gotten this far without the cooperation of the entire team. That said, the real challenge is yet to come.
Ooh. That'd be funny if it just ended.
He tightens his expression, pushing down the sense of relief that wells up in his chest and the feeling of languid exhaustion that spreads from between his eyes. Seems unlikely that he will get any proper rest until the conclusion of the World Championship. A big event for the Digimon card game itself, and the game launch immediately after. Oh, what does Zenith sound like?
He wasn't in it long enough to give a voice to.
Okay.
So, just...
Hey, cool boy.
Sure. Whatever.
You be cool boy? Because you do a good Edward.
Fine. Did I not make him Kaiba? No, that was Owen.
Mm-mm. Even so, there was a hint of dissatisfaction in his voice when a visitor showed up at his office without an appointment during this busy time. Especially when the other person has a taut smile on their face.
I'm busy right now, Zenith. Oh, look how Mechamon just hovering around.
Like, I know that's his normal face, but the way he's pointing he's holding crayons or something,
Yeah.
right? It looks like he's going, get out of here!
Well, that's meant to be the thing. That's meant to be like where the Metal Garurumon spikes, and then that's meant to be the War Greymon shield bit.
Oh, they're like on his arms?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I thought they were something else he was holding. Responding to these words, the guy who had come into the room, Zenith, makes an exaggerated gesture to appease him. You sound like a typical overworked manager. Come on, cut that out. You're going to be in the public eye from now on.
The final is imminent, and you're the challenger at that. Is this really the time to be loafing around in a place like this?
I came for a good reason.
Ayo!
I came for a good reason. I've been practicing plenty, but today I didn't have anybody to test my skills against, so...
Wow, out of context, that's a hell of a sentence.
That is a hell of a sentence.
I came for a good reason, and I've been practicing plenty. That's...
But he needs a hand now.
He needs a hand. You know, rosy palms, wore himself out.
Zenith gave a composed grin and picked up a new device that also served as a deck case. The D-storage. He picked up his D-storage. Oh god. Play a game against me, cool boy. Digimon Liberator side story. Debug 11.1. Zenith. Zenith.
Let's go with Zenith. We've been saying Zenith, so...
Yeah.
I appreciate the work you do on a daily basis, Zenith.
So you intend to refuse, huh? Ah, that really hurts, Zenith said. Wow, they actually put in a Zenith said.
I know.
Zenith said, even. Narrowing his eyes, Cool Boy just shrugged.
I really am grateful to have someone like you. A genius, a force of nature, one of the best overall gamers out there. Thanks to your fame, we saw a huge boost in the number of players registering in advance after you announced your participation. It's been great to have a debugger who also offers a pro-gamer's perspective.
Yeah, thanks for all that. In fairness, Tail was very immersive, even in the early stages, but it was still too human and difficult to control. The human body's excess sensitivity was making it hard to play comfortably at times. You can praise me a bit more, you know. That's what Zenith's smile seemed to say, as he returned his callous gaze back to Cool Boy.
Just because I'm grateful to you doesn't mean that you have free reign over my time. First of all, I'm not a player.
No way, my eyes don't deceive me. I'm sure you can more than hold your own.
Even if I could, it would be up to me to decide if I wanted to use those abilities in the battle of wits.
I wonder. Don't you think that those who have great power have an obligation to use it?
Not necessarily. I believe with great power comes great responsibility. And right now it is not my responsibility to duel you, so please leave my office at once. Bitch. Sorry, I might have ad-libbed there.
A little bit. Come on, I'm really begging you here. Of course I can still win without further prep. I've no intention of losing. Just that this time my opponent is none other than Own Dreadnought. I want to make sure I have everything together. As Zenith continues to press him, Cool Boy sighs again. He may say some reasonable things, but in the end he's no different from a child throwing a tantrum and demanding to be allowed to play.
Even though I'm not involved in card design, I'm still a member of the development team. I can't take sides between you and Owen. If rumors of collusion with the developers spread, it would damage your reputation as a challenger.
Reputation? You mean how the audience perceives me? Zenith smirks. I don't give a damn about that. That's why I'm begging you. Coolboy looks at him, surprised by the straightforward response. No matter how much he stared into those sharp, narrow eyes, he couldn't figure out what Zenith hoped to gain from competing against him. And that wasn't all. Coolboy has known Zenith for almost a year through the closed beta, and yet he still hasn't been able to decipher his motivations as a player. He's friendly and gets along well with his teammates on the debugging team, but he never reveals his true feelings. More to the point, he couldn't even tell if the gentle smile on his face was genuine or not. What's more, he tended to always look the same in the private photos that fans occasionally posted of him on social media. Most of the sightings were at fast food restaurants, such as gyudon chains. The photographs, which he always readily agreed to, pleasing fans, showed him wearing classy brand-name clothing, but no overly expensive accessories like watches or jewellery. It was difficult to find any sense of life or humanity in him.
Still you.
Plus, it seems like Vemmon has been feeling bored lately. A purple Digimon appears next to Zenith. Although a deeply mysterious Digimon, Vemmon's behavioural principles are often summed up by two commands: eat and grow strong.
Way to live.
Vemmon's visor-covered green eyes swiveled and fixated on Coolboy, seemingly in agreement with Zenith's words.
I'm sure you're right. When it comes to growing stronger, Vemmon knows no bounds.
Even if Digimon were alive, even if there really is such a thing as another world, it's none of my business. I view Liberator and Digimon from the perspective of a game player, nothing more. That should have been an...
I think that's more of...
It's some kind of... That should be italicized or something.
Yeah,
because
it's like his moral code. He isn't saying it or thinking it, but it's part of his... It's his, like...
Yeah, because...
honor code or some shit.
Yeah, it's something he said to Coolboy before, not right now. It's something Coolboy's thinking about him saying before. Yeah.
So it's like maybe he's like a memory of it or something.
That was the stance Zenith made clear when he was assigned to the debugging team and was told the truth about Lacuna. Ooh, excuse me. Although Coolboy was not entirely satisfied with his reasoning, he decided to accept him, as he believed that the benefits of bringing in a man with such great ability and fame would be more important.
You surprise me, Zenith. I thought your stance was that Digimon Liberator is just a game.
Of course. Other games have characters too. Recognizing the individuality of each character while at the same time treating the game as a game is something that every player does.
Seems reasonable enough.
It was a typical choice for him to choose the powerful yet emotionless Vemmon as his partner. In all the time Coolboy observed Zenith, he never saw him interacting with his partner Digimon or walking with it outside of the D-storage. Vemmon also seems to find this acceptable and continues to follow Zenith's lead, perhaps out of respect for his strength. A relationship between tool and user without communication or trust. However, since both sides were actively in favor of it, there was no way for outsiders to interfere.
It's awfully fucking symbiotic, isn't it? Like, we are Vemmon. I'm sorry, I'm just...
Yeah. Anyway, that's how it is, so just one match.
Try that again.
What way?
Anyway, that's how it is. So just one match.
Just one match.
I feel like this bit should be still pleading for the game he's asking Coolboy for.
Just one match?
Yeah, well.
Just one match, please? Please? Pretty please?
That's one way to take it. Yeah, okay.
He's just there with the fingertips. Coolboy, please. Just a moon match?
I want to play the card game. I
was hoping you'd finally give in. No, I missed that. I
line.
missed a line. Zenith bowed his head once more. He is doing it. He bowed his head and put his fingers together. And Coolboy sighed in exasperation. Lucky you're cute.
Go for it. You're halfway through.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd finally give in. They switched locations to a stadium in a corner of Jewel. Standing in a hall slated to host large-scale tournaments and events, Zenith muttered with a sulky look on his face. So he's like, I was hoping you'd finally give in.
Yeah, it's more of lamenting than smirking.
Won't you give in? Fight me. In the end, Coolboy just kept refusing his requests. He abruptly ended the meeting, citing another appointment. A little while later, Zenith received an email through the D-storage asking him to come to the hall, so he thought maybe Coolboy had reconsidered. But no, making exceptions to rules wouldn't be becoming of Liberator's operations manager.
Sorry, but Coolboy is busy. I hope you understand.
Omegamon's voice echoes through the hall. A puppet Digimon partnered with Coolboy, it often acts as his surrogate and messenger. Although everyone was familiar with Omegamon's voice since it moderated the Debug team's regular meetings, whenever it appeared, it was always as a holographic image, and it was widely known that no one had ever actually met it before. They didn't think it was real. Just an avatar.
It's Coolboy's VTuber.
Yeah. It's okay, Omegamon. I don't agree with it, but blaming you won't accomplish anything.
Let's do one little thing.
Oh, Desmond.
There we go.
No one got hit with confusion.
In other words, we paired the two Tsunderas together. Suzune, we promise you there will be hot women you can touch. Please buy our game. That's going to be Elysian, right? He does look like a fake mon, says Desmond.
That he does.
Go for it.
Zenith gave a disinterested reply. In truth, after all that had happened, his interest in Coolboy had waned like the tide. Thought that since he's overworked right now, he might take the bait. After all, Coolboy wasn't the type to compete for the sake of competing. Even if Zenith had forced him to play, it might not have been a satisfactory match. There has to be a reason for calling me here, right? Zenith expects answers from Omegamon. Although he has lost interest in Coolboy, he was confident he would not do anything to cause any hard feelings. Although he lives by different values, he is a man who does not do anything without meaning. As long as he sees the value in working together, he will make up for the earlier rejection in some way. And if it's something that'll help with my prep for the championship, that'd be ideal. This chapter can't decide if Zenith is speaking or if I'm narrating it.
Yeah. Yes, I'll play a game with you.
Hearing this, Zenith tilted his head to the side. Huh? You? You?
Well, technically, it's an NPC that I control.
As soon as the voice rings out, the floor of the stadium rises and an NPC appears in front of Zenith.
I will now play using Coolboy's deck, also simulating his thought process.
So, this is supposed to be a good substitute for the real deal?
Not at all. Based Omegamon.
Omegamon denies it immediately. Its voice had been rather formal, but now there was a hint of Omegamon's own passion mixed in.
This is nothing more than a simulation. I would request that you don't consider beating me as equivalent to actually beating Coolboy.
Yeah, I know. But from the way you're talking, it sounds like the man himself wouldn't mind.
Right. If you win this match and go around claiming that you defeated Coolboy, he probably won't care. That's the kind of person he is.
You're right. That is the kind of guy he is. Zenith chuckles dryly. Did they ever put that with the...
Yeah.
So bad at it. That's why Coolboy can never be my rival. He can't be the one to provide the thrill I seek. It has to be that guy, Zenith muttered to himself, his conviction deepening.
So does he mean Owen because he's fighting him in the championships, or does Zenith have his eye on someone else?
Has he met Unchained and thinks Unchained is a guy?
It could just be guy in the general sense, not necessarily. You know, hey guys,
Like
as
that
opposed
dude,
to
kinda,
hey dude,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. He isn't cool enough to be a rival.
Zenith. Guess I'll fight some AI slop then. Corviday says, Omecamon, Coolboy doesn't want the fight. I'll happily take it.
The first thing Zenith did when he started playing the Digimon card game was to go back and watch all the recordings of the World Championship.
Plot twist, Omecamon is Omegamon's VTuber model. It's his PNG tuber.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
I'd give it a like and subscribe. Speaking of, if you haven't yet, help us pray to the almighty YouTube algorithm by hitting the like button and leaving a comment down below.
Yeah, turn on that notification bell and ding ding ding.
We are all slaves to the YouTube algorithm, and we should worship it at the altar. So please hit that like button and yeah.
Yeah. What makes it?
It's not picking up on me.
No, it looks like you're just resting your hand on my head.
Yeah.
You're getting one giant head pat.
Just one giant head pat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
I'll read this one again.
Yeah, you're just about done, I think.
Yeah. The first thing Zenith did when he started playing the Digimon card game was to go back and watch all the recordings of the World Championship. Of course the games were interesting. Oh, sorry. But what he paid most attention to was the faces of the competitors. This is an occasion where many strong players compete with each other. Under such high pressure and in a highly intellectual battle where not even a moment of carelessness is tolerated, the player's true nature as human beings is revealed on their faces. Okay. No moments of carelessness, I'm going to fail every time, so. They want to reach heights that no one has reached before. They want to live up to the expectations of those who fought alongside them. They hope all the time and effort they put in will bear fruit. They want to take their Digimon, their deck, to the greatest of stages.
WrestleMania!
Digimania? Libermania?
Card battle? Battlemania?
Battlemania?
Yeah. The grandest stage of them all. Anyway, sorry.
Lacumania.
This is getting dumber. Just continue.
Each of them has feelings all their own, and because of those feelings... I wonder we're so stupid.
Yeah.
Each of them has feelings all their own, and because of those feelings, they have strengths unlike anyone else. They were the same kind of opponents he had fought in so many other games. But Zenith was truly drawn to only one of these players. The man had a look on his face the likes of which Zenith had never seen on anyone else he'd played. Yet at the same time, he felt like that face was one he'd been observing for a long time. Even while performing on the world's greatest stage, this man always seemed to be searching for something new. The power that dwelt in those blade-like eyes never waned. No battle seemed to truly satisfy him. Zenith watched the man's matches intently. He was fascinated by his tactics, aggressive yet poised like a ravenous dragon. He made it to the finals and won. The next year and the year after that, he was simply unbeatable. With a hunger in his sharp eyes, he never showed any semblance of accomplishment or satisfaction after any of his victories. One morning, Zenith realized something. He realized that the face he saw in the mirror was filled with the same hunger as the man on screen. Zenith was so sure of it. The man, Owen Dreadnought, was cut from the same cloth as he was. This is I guess Cool Boy wanted to appease me, but he overlooked that playing a proxy is not the kind of thing a true competitor enjoys. Zenith narrowed his eyes and muttered to himself as he watched the NPC controlled by Omegamon deploy security. But I'll let it slide. This looks like it could prove challenging. Maybe this will bring me closer to defeating that guy. Defeating Owen. That was what was dominating Zenith's mind right now. It will bring him one step closer to victory. He will compete under any conditions, no matter how humiliating. Vemmon, this is the appetizer before we could become champions. Gobble it up. Vemmon in the D-storage responded with a sharp cry.
I feel like we should be like inserting like a Pokemon cry here because they still use 8-bit sounds for them.
Yeah, that's basically when I read that, my brain went, wah! Gobble it up. Wah!
Not sharp enough. But cool. It's a fun one. It is interesting to think that the only time Zenith and Owen have interacted is Chapter 0. And this is obviously pre-Chapter 0.
Yeah. I will say this was awful to read because, like I said, it cannot decide when Owen or when Zenith is talking or when Zenith is thinking and when you're just narrating it. There needs to be.
But we say that every time we do these. The layout for this is abominable. Like, I'm glad it was only 2 characters on screen at any given time. Because when this novel tries to have more than that, you lose track very quickly of who's talking when.
Yeah.
He says, you thought it was Omegamon cosplaying as Omegamon, but it was I, Omegamon, cosplaying as Omegamon, cosplaying as Omegamon! But it was I, Omegamon! Vemmon. I kill you, 8-bit noises. Oh no, I can't say that anymore.
Oh, the puppet?
Yeah, I can't do that anymore.
No.
That's no product of its time. And
you were about to say it and my brain said it and then I went, oh yeah, that's what that was.
Yeah. I became Swedish there for some reason. Ja! No. Fucking clavier. Achtung, baby, ja. Alright, novel Debug 11.2. Any other thoughts on part 1 before we proceed?
The way Cool Boy was talking about Zenith at first. He was like, he has no human qualities. It's almost like he was saying, is he an AI in real life or is he a robot or something? Like, he's dressed like a human, but he doesn't like accessorize like a human. There's nothing.
Fucking Zenith is a Terminator and he's been sent back to the past.
Like, he knows to wear nice clothes, but not like wear a nice watch with those clothes, or
Yeah. But I can see why Yuki suggested we just do these. But I could now.
Why did you want me to read 11.1?
I don't know. I don't see anything in that. Maybe because it was the less character intensive.
I guess maybe there's more voices in it.
Yeah. Cool Boy. You literally play a card game for a living. Lost my respect directly. Yeah, I don't. I guess we'll find out when we get into this one. But I guess maybe because it was only like 2 characters and that was it. It was just easier, and even then, I was doing Cool Boy. I'm saving you from the boring card fight. There it is.
Thank you.
There it is.
Thank you.
Okay.
Digimon, you do a good scene. Oh, thank you.
There we go. Alright, well, 11-2. I guess it's fighting time.
Good luck.
The most appealing part of Digimon Liberator? Few would contest that it's seeing Digimon themselves in fierce battles, with the sense of being there that Vior provides. What's more, almost every Digimon appears in the battle area at the size you'd expect. Actually, it goes further than that. The sizes of the digital monsters are based on digital life forms that actually exist. The sizes you see are completely accurate because they are based on the real thing. The only exceptions are a few Digimon too enormous to depict at a fateful scale. Digimon modeled after warships or fortresses like Valvemon and Gigaseedramon. Those that carry entire cities or land masses upon their backs like Eldoradimon and King Waymon. Or overwhelming beings almost too big to comprehend, such as Examon and Leviamon. Rendering Digimon like this at full size would risk destabilizing the Liberator servers, or even the very environment of Lacuna itself. To mitigate this, the game employs workarounds, such as scaling them down or only showing portions of their bodies on the battlefield.
Sounds weird. Like it's just Examon's head sticking up out of the ground.
I'm getting like Yu-Gi-Oh vibes where like the card will be on the field because of the dual disc and then the monster is just like peeking out of the card or something.
Yeah. Although that's kind of what that first bit read as.
King Waymon mentioned and still not in the reference book.
But that very start bit, where it's like, you know, being there and seeing them, I'm like, so Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just solid vision. It's just the solid vision holograms from Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, excuse me. Actually, no, I guess this is more like that weird like filler arc where they get trapped in the game and like Mokuba's a princess.
Oh yeah.
I guess maybe it's more like that. But anyway. And on the battlefield today, one such Digimon is present. Looking through the eyes of the NPC, Omekamon gazes up at the scaled down yet still incredibly large being. 37 meters. It's pushing the limits of the battle area, but it should be okay. Omekamon remembers Cool Boy's advice to the developers, who had struggled and struggled to figure out how to best represent the weapon-laden behemoth. Some of the
Behemoth?
Hmm?
Isn't that the motorcycle?
Not that one.
Aww.
Some of the developers were puzzled by the oddly specific figure, but he grinned mischievously and said, 37 meters is the length of a space shuttle. It's a fitting number for a Digimon who belongs amid the stars. Cool Boy put it in such an endearing way, but this... Omekamon murmured, eyes fixed on the towering figure in the battle area. What loomed before him was not merely threatening. It was a construct that had absorbed every weapon imaginable. An embodiment of destruction itself, a doomsday star orbiting through the skies above. Galacticmon. I'll have to tell him that this one might be just a little too big.
You think so? I think it's just fine.
Zenith answered Omekamon's remark with a disarmingly pleasant smile.
Now pay attention, Omekamon. Galacticmon may be an incredible sight, but your eyes should be elsewhere. The future champion's turn is about to start, so you'd best not even blink.
As advised by the theatrically gesticulating...
Gesticulating?
What a word! So grown up. By the theatrically gesticulating Zenith. Omekamon looked at the playing field. The NPC's Royal Knight deck is based around Yggdrasil 7d6. Yggdrasil is in the breeding area with 3 Yggdrasil, 3 Royal Knight cards, and Omekamon as Digivolution cards. Dukemon stands in the battle area. Its dual removal and recovery effect has given... Sorry, my brain finally caught up to Yggdrasil in the breeding area with 3 of itself.
Yeah.
We don't have a Yggdrasil card yet. That's like the crystal version that Masaru punched the shit out of. I don't believe.
I don't think I've ever seen that. No.
No, that'd be fun. Anyway. Dukemon stands in the battle area. Its dual removal and recovery effect has given the NPC 6 security cards. Also awaiting activation are Royal Knights of the Purge and the Last Guardian.
I was waiting for that comment from
Yeah,
Desmond.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, get new material.
Be nice.
I am. Mwah. Zenith, on the other hand, spent his previous turns focusing on removal-based control and building up Galacticmon's evolution chain. His strategy hinges on the large number of Vemmon cards in his deck, which are intended to serve as Digivolution cards. This is enabled by the effects of cards like Snatchmon, thus setting up the likes of Destromon, which has a devastating de-Digivolve ability. You're down to just 2 security guards, Zenith. Once my next turn begins, I'll have everything in position to take you down. Zenith looked bemused, and then chuckled loudly.
Surely you don't mean that. You're just trying to hype this up, Omekamon.
Wait for a saver set with the Biohybrid and Jungle Troopers. Yeah, actually. Yeah, Sinister Order could potentially have it, I guess. Just give me Biohybrid cards and I'll be happy. Nanami on a card. Nanami on a card. That's the next thing I have to will into existence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting Erika and Hoodimon. Next is the Biohybrids.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot believe it took us 23 packs to get a Hoodimon card. No, seriously. We just stop for a moment. Fuck that. It took 23 packs and, 10 EX packs by the time it rolls around for us to finally get 1 Hoodimon? Fuck that noise. Anyway, sorry.
You can tell it's after 3 o'clock.
That's my... Yeah, I wasn't sure I had the right song in my head there, but I do. Yeah, I won't.
You scrolled and you did.
Yeah. Yes, to the best of my ability. Although, to be frank, I thought his name was Omekamon. This is a clear losing board, to use the popular term. As with you as the opponent, the NPC's chances of winning go from low to almost 0. Digimon hasn't appeared in a lot of things except for V-Pets. Yeah, Vital Bracelet and probably one of the Pendulums. I mean, if Quantummon got in, I'd be shocked Hoodimon didn't. Having laughed loud and long, Zenith then gave an exaggerated shrug.
Sorry.
What have I done? Having laughed loud and long, Zenith then gave an exaggerated shrug.
That was pretty funny. Still, I prefer a last-ditch struggle to a silly joke.
Very well, if you insist. Pendulum Z? Yeah, that's what I thought. As Omekamon's voice echoed across the field, the NPC's eyes flickered with static. Autonomous control ended. Omekamon has taken direct command. Now I'm just getting Mass Effect flashbacks. I am assuming direct control. Zenith raised an eyebrow, clearly surprised. He had expected to be brushed off again, like with Cool Boy earlier.
Seriously? You're actually going for it?
Yes, attempting to simulate Cool Boy's thought process was a failure. The NPC's skill level is nowhere near his, so it's natural that you'd be unsatisfied.
You think you'll do better?
I'm no match for a force of nature, and I can see that the odds are stacked against me. But still... Omegamon's voice was monotone yet resounding, no longer theatrical. It was now focused on the dire situation on the playing field, where it could still detect a glimmer of hope.
I think that's...
If you're careless enough to give me another turn, I will win. Yeah, sorry, you're not reading anymore. I kept... Yeah, sorry. At that, Zenith's lips curved ever so slightly. It wasn't enough. Not the sharp sting, the gleaming edge he craved, the thrill he sought still hadn't surfaced. But even so...
You get it, right, Galacticmon? We have new prey.
Galacticmon's roar indicated its harmony with its partner. The two shared the same idea of what constituted strength and weakness.
Good. The order is the same as always. Don't waste time playing with your food.
Now, how will Zenith use his memory? Digimon Liberator Side Story, Debug 11.1, Rods from God.
Rods from God.
At least
Is that where Ned Flanders got his kid?
I was thinking more of the carbon inanimate rod. Or inanimate carbon rod.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it carbon? Yeah.
Yeah. At least she appears more than some game exclusive Digimon like Chronomon and Grimmon. Oof. Poor Chronomon. Oh. Alright, this is you.
At the start of the main phase, I activate Galacticmon's effect, deleting Gallantmon, deleting Dukemon.
Zenith's final turn began with a straightforward effect declaration. His cold, blade-like voice was the trigger for Galacticmon's space laser. It promptly blasted forth from the Digimon's head and down at the dumbstruck Royal Knight. With a last-second reflex, it blocked the laser with its holy Aegis shield. To no avail. The enormous right arm of its adversary, or rather, its adversary, its hunter, sweeps in, and its Chrome Digizoid, yeah, okay. I don't know why both versions of this are here.
Pick one.
Chrome Digizoid.
I'm telling them to pick one, not you.
Oh. I've also seen it referred to as Digichromazoid. Which... yeah. Anyway. So, and its Chrome Digizoid armor is torn apart by shuttle scissors. Destruction accomplished like a routine process. This was exactly Zenith's style. He didn't stop to admire or comment, and simply moved on to his next action.
I'm following up with a Tamer card, one I'm pretty fond of. I've given quite a few copies to people already. I figure there'll be a premium version within a month or two.
Motherfucker knows he's getting an alt art.
He's going around handing them out like he's Leon and Sword and Shield.
I mean, Suzune did that in her chapter.
She did.
She hands them out like business cards.
Yeah.
Given your impressive popularity of late, I suspect that such a version already exists.
No matter how smooth, flattery won't save you. Now go, Galacticmon!
At the snap of his fingers, Galacticmon started up. With so many weapons at its disposal, it usually needs no preparation time. Its choice of weapon depends on what is most efficient, based on the enemy's location. However, one situation is different. When it has a vital target clearly in its sights, it will build up all scorching heat within its steel body. Deep within its chest, energy began to gather. It started as a raging red flame, then surged into a great incandescent beam of light.
Ragnarok Cannon, fire!
There we go. A 1-2 punch.
Your brain did it too.
So, Ragnarok Cannon, Booster 21, number 98, common. Main effect. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. Then place this card in the battle area. During your turn, when one of your Galacticmon attacks, delay. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. If this effect didn't delete, trash the top cards of your opponent's security stack so that it has one card left.
Wow.
Damn.
So they could have full security and...
If it
You
doesn't
just-
hit a monster, you could just go, nope. Security effect. You may play one card with Vemmon in its text and a play cost of 6 or less from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Then add this card to the hand. So Vemmon within its text, not card name. A 1-2 punch. Already in the battle area was an option card that synced with Galacticmon's attack. It usually deletes Digimon, but with none in Omeka's battle area, its wrath was directed to the security stack. A blinding beam engulfed the field, an orbital hammer of divine punishment raining down. The intense blaze annihilated 5 security cards, leaving only 1. The NPC's visual feed was overloaded with static, and Omekamon physically flinched.
You get 6 security cards? I thought you only got 5.
I'm guessing it means the 5 security cards, leaving only 1.
Yeah.
Or it's a
So
typo and it should just say 4.
Yeah, okay. I thought I was wrong there.
Yeah, I think that's just a typo.
Leaving you with 1 security card isn't an act of mercy. Think of it as a hunter staring down prey before the final blow. Once Galacticmon has locked onto you from orbit, there's no escape.
Ooh. Omekamon gave no reply to the triumphant Zenith. It was as if the smell of unavoidable defeat was in the air. The hand of Omekamon's NPC twitched slightly. Immediately noticing, Zenith's lips curled upwards, unable to suppress his anticipation. An NPC would never do this. Kind of move that's decided before you can think, brought about by immense pressure, immense destruction, and the visceral presence of Galacticmon. This was the kind of instinctual move only a formidable player makes. The kind of move Zenith loved to see.
Yeah, that's more like it. Show me!
I will. I'm a wounded animal now, and I take it you're ready for what's coming your way, Supernova. As Omekamon spoke, King Drazel lit up in the breeding area. The cold, silver-white host computer issued a calculated order. The enemy here is an unrivaled threat. The Royal Knights shall deploy to defeat it. As my security stack was removed from, I am able to activate my own inherited effect to play my card from Yggdrasil's Digivolution cards. As Omekamon arrived on the battlefield, it began to glow bluish-white. And now for my effect. As I have 1 security card, I can digivolve into Omegamon X Antibody in my hand. Being able to ignore Digivolution conditions really is gratifying. The pale blue radiance split apart, and out came a resplendent white holy knight. It likes referring to it as that. I noticed Seekers did that as well. Its right arm is a draconic sword, and its left a bestial cannon. With these weapons, this ultimate holy knight is capable of obliterating any foe. And that's why it's called multi-type.
One is sitting here going, we know.
Multipass?
Multipass.
Oh man, that's
Omega Pass.
that is some sick art. You kind of have to. Omegamon does kind of get lost though if you don't know where to look because he kind of blends in with Galacticmon's body.
Yeah.
Its grandeur made Zenith let out a low whistle.
Omegamon X Antibody, huh? It's quite the sight.
It's more than just a sight. It means the demise of your Galacticmon, which is sent back into your deck thanks to its when digivolving effect.
Did Mike pick up that whistle? Or did it just peek out?
I don't know. Yeah, you're okay, I think. Let me just shimmy here. Gonna go again? Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Stop whistling at the chat, Meg. Fearing threatened, Galacticmon unleashed its entire arsenal to take down the heroic knight. But to Omegamon X Antibody, the barrage was little more than noise. With Omega in force, the Omegamon equivalent of the All Force that All Force Vidramon has. Hold on. The ability to instantly read and respond to every move, it dodged, countered, and cleaved through the attacks. And at last the blade reached Galacticmon's chest, piercing straight through. And Corvidae says that's the problem with most X-Antibody designs. You almost have to know what Digimon you're looking for to understand the design. That's very valid. That is one of my largest criticism with a lot of X designs, that they're just overly complicated for no reason. A hush fell over the battle area. The first to notice the anomaly was Omegamon. Omegamon X Antibody's transcendent sword, or grey sword, was glowing hot, its surface etched with luminous digicode, signaling the activation of its ultimate ability, All Delete. And yet, despite that, despite a power meant to erase everything it touched, Galacticmon showed no sign of reacting. All Delete had indeed activated. The moment Omegamon's blade touched Galacticmon's body, annihilation began, but it wasn't fast enough. Even as deletion tried to consume it, Galacticmon was restoring itself even faster. Circuits, code, and alloy knit themselves together, like sentient microorganisms, rapidly sealing over the damage. Zenith broke the silence, confidently declaring an attack.
Galacticmon's ability. I return 4 Vemmon to the bottom of the deck, and it stays on the field. And now, the analysis is complete, isn't it, Galacticmon?
Galacticmon's true threat isn't its arsenal, nor its towering body. It's how it can absorb any attack and learn it, making it its own. There's no malice behind it, nor resentment. This is simply Galacticmon feeding.
Sephirothmon?
I guess, yeah. And now, through the grey sword still embedded in its core, the power of All Delete begins to flow backward, traveling straight into Omegamon X Antibody.
I activate my Tamer card's effect. By sending 2 Vemmon from Galacticmon's Digivolution cards to the bottom of the deck, I force your Digimon to de-Digivolve.
Still struggling with the reflected All Delete, Omegamon X Antibody was engulfed in light. In the next moment, it was Omegamon again.
Next, Snatchmon's inherited effect. Since Vemmon returned to the bottom of the deck, Galacticmon unsuspends and gains blocker. Now then, security check.
Heeding the command, Galacticmon unleashed another Ragnarok cannon, shattering the remaining security card. Omegamon checked, gave a silent shake of the head, and looked up. There was Galacticmon, already poised to strike again. Calm, methodical, as if the intense clash with the Holy Knight had never even happened. Impressive as always, Zenith.
You fought well too, Omegamon, so make sure you watch.
Raising a single finger to the sky, he gave the final order.
This is how the strong do battle.
And then we just don't see the end of the fight.
Nope. Thanks a lot, Omegamon. That turned out to be quite a fun tune-up.
With the battle over, Zenith called out toward the overhead system, clearly in high spirits. I'm glad to hear it, although, to avoid misunderstanding, you should know that Cool Boy's capabilities are far beyond mine.
In that case, put in a word for me, will you? Ask him for just one match.
I cannot do that. I'm afraid I can't do that, Zenith. Sorry, I got caught in my throat there. Omekamon, who moments ago had spoken with a trace of warmth, had returned to his usual flat, mechanical tone. Zenith could only shrug.
Wow, stingy. Well, if that's the kind of partnership you two have, I won't push it any further.
He muttered under his breath, barely audible.
Not like I'm interested in that guy as an opponent anymore anyway.
Aw, he really is such a crybaby.
Baka.
Yeah! It's not like I want to fight you or anything, Baka! Oh my god. Oh, Zenith, you're such a... Oh, you're... No.
He really did that.
Yeah?
He really said that.
Not the Baka thing, but...
He basically
said it, yeah. Basically. With the match concluded, Vemmon came dashing up to Zenith, clearly satisfied with its battle against a worthy foe. It didn't wait for a word from its tamer and quietly returned to the D-storage. Watching this, Omekamon murmured, "So that's the kind of partnership you two have, Zenith."
That's right. I use Vemmon to win efficiently. And with this arrangement, Vemmon gets to fight elite opponents it couldn't otherwise. What's the problem?
Cool boy were here, he would say it. Even though the two of them are satisfied with the arrangement, Zenith's stance goes against the Debug team's philosophy. They couldn't force him to change, but it would be a problem if he voiced such views openly with the others. Omekamon felt he should explain it on his partner's behalf, but exercised restraint. Then, do your best not to disappoint Vemmon. I'll be watching your future matches with interest. He kept it polite, giving a warning with a hint of irony.
Naturally.
Perhaps he caught the undertone, but in any case, he just grinned.
Make sure you keep your eyes on me. I'm about to rise to the very top of the Digimon card game.
I'll defeat him. He repeated this to himself again. Yeah, that should have been night.
Yeah.
He repeated this to him. I'll defeat him. He repeated this to himself again and again. To be continued.
These cards are still under development.
Great. I love that we're still under development. 11 of these in, and they have not fixed that typo. I love that we're still in development. Develop. We're eloping with the card game. Deviously, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, look, that was fun. It's filler, I think, because all it really does is set up. I don't know if filler might be a bit rude.
Backstory.
It's backstory. It's like we're going into an arc now where we know Zenith looks like a cult leader. So it kind of gives an idea of his characterization going into the story. It really does make him getting jobbed out by Imperialdramon look more intentional. Like, oh, well, if I get knocked out here, I can go off and do something else while they're all distracted.
Yeah.
So it does make it feel like there's more to that. And we did call it at the time that it felt a little bit too easy for how much the story had hyped Zenith up for him to get jobbed out immediately.
Yeah.
So it does. I do like that it kind of sets the idea of the character. You get to see his non-public persona. Because obviously this Zenith is very different than the one we saw in Chapter 0.
Yeah.
So what I'm... Zenith versus 50-meter dragon dude with a cannon. Who wins? Can we have some character development? I mean, it was for Zenith. We got to learn about him. Oh, development. The translation was still under development. Yeah, but like we get character development here for Zenith because this
we learn he's a bit of a...
He's not wired. He's not completely wired.
He knows Digimon are real, but he's like, no, they're not.
Yeah.
Digi insist. They're just tools for him to win, not friends.
Yeah. But he's also he's a bit of an odd duck.
Yeah.
You know, so reading this with the context then of chapter 0 and seeing his more public facing persona leading into how the team knew him during the fight with Imperialdramon, I'm looking forward now to seeing more of this version of him kind of partner up with Unchained and now, like, that's not a spoiler, we know that from the artwork. There's literally artwork of him and Unchained together.
Yeah.
Don't
click that.
No, I'm not. That one. But like, yeah, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing where the rest of it goes. You know, and then on Sunday we're gonna have 2020 stuff, which is great. Oh, okay, no new debug. Usually go live at 3 or 4. I feel like it's usually, if there's new stuff, it's live by now.
Lower the table down a bit?
I guess we're done with columns. New debug tomorrow. Oh, right, yeah, today's Tuesday. I'll do it. Lower the table down. Why the table? I mean, I don't mind doing it, but...
Why?
Oh, wait. Yeah, hold on. That's the...
Everything connected?
Yeah, that's there. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
There. Lock. There we go. Thank you.
Oh, they're around the meme vision. I can see the table through it.
Oh, well, that's just the screen. That's because that's the screen side.
Oh, because you have it.
Oh.
Oh. A little bit at the side.
Oh, that's fine. That's not the worst thing.
Yeah.
So I guess we're just done with columns, are we?
Yes.
There we go. Alright, better?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Right, so new debug tomorrow, so we'll get to that again in a month. Like it literally will be a month. Again, we catch up because let me just go back to the let me just go back to the schedule here for a second before we get into memes or comments or anything like that and we get out of here. So this is Sunday. Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
Follow?
Well, nothing else popped in chat to say it was anything else. So next Wednesday will be 11.3 and 14.1. Then we're going back to 63 to 65 of 2020. The week after that then will be Debug 12 and 14.2. And then we have Adventure 66 and 67.
Finale.
Yeah, so the week after that might be Debug 13 or 15-1, depending on... I guess no. If we go in order, it'll have to be Debug 13 and 14.
Yeah.
And then 15.1 Debug. You know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try and get as caught up with Liberator as we can once we finish this.
Before, get this out of the way first.
Yeah, before we move on to Adventure 02. So it will probably take about a month to catch up with it, but then once we do, we'll get everything out of the way, and then we can start 02, the watch along for that, and introduce the new intro, the new outfits, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Unless you're a channel member, in which case you get to see the new layout and outfits early.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, so. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I want to see how this conversation goes and then get into more Unchained and Machinamon stuff.
Yeah, I want more
Machinamon.
Machinamon stuff. Why was that hard to say?
Yuki made a comment there that we should read the profiles now.
Whose profiles?
Venmon? Or Benmon. Yeah, he is Benmon in the Japanese, because he's a bug-eyed monster. Because he's an alien mon. So, Venmon is because of B and V being the same letter, effective. It's an Eleanor situation.
I like it. They just put like excited ellipses.
Yeah. A Digimon that's joined forces with Zenith, heavily influenced by Zenith's pursuit of strength. Its purpose in life is to obey its fighting instincts.
Stop reading.
Oh,
no, you've read it, haven't you?
I have. Okay, never mind. Why did you... Why were we told to read Benmon's profile? Never mind, we will come back to that later. Rude! Do you know what? I don't know. Considering we know Zenith and Unchained are working together, I don't know how much of a spoiler it is.
Yeah.
So, fuck it. I'll just finish it. Its purpose in life is to obey its fighting instincts. This is a common trait among Digimon, but even Benmon finds Zenith's constant belligerence questionable. Benmon is also a key component of the strategy for ensuring Machinamon's survival. Yeah, and then that's just all the evolutions. So Snatchmon, Destromon, Galacticmon. So these will take us to reference book entries.
Yes.
So that is Galacticmon in full.
37 meters.
Yeah. That is Destromon. He's just big dinosaur thing.
Big dinosaur.
Yeah. And then this is Snatchmon, which is just Mewtwo X.
Why Snatch?
No, Mewtwo Y. So yeah. Alrighty. Huh?
You open up comments.
Well, we have memes.
We do comments before memes.
No, we'll do memes and then comments, and then we'll get out of here. Oh. So Lydramon won the Digimental of Friendship poll.
Of course he did.
Followed by Thunderburmon.
Okay.
They had the highest votes at, Lydramon got nearly 50% of the vote.
Yeah.
Then Thunderburmon at 22. And then the rest were 7, 5, and 3. Yeah, they got nothing. Poor Rinkmon. I liked Rinkmon. But, so...
Oh no. Oh, we saw them.
Saw it, okay. Oh, we did see this one as well, didn't we? So, corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. I mean, this one technically does have the differences that the joke in the other one doesn't. You can actually see that he's see-through in this one.
Yeah.
He's got different colored fire. So,
But
they
they're
are
the same
essentially
picture.
yeah, they are the same picture.
I hate it.
Yep. I know why you gotta do Terriermon assistant like this? Like why?
Swiggity Swooty coming for that booty.
That's exactly what I as exactly what my brain said. So Omegamon Alter S. And then the alt art.
Yeah. Fantastic. Okay.
It might be my favorite one.
No, go back.
Oh. Adidas. So we have so Minecraft Crucified Gabumon.
Oh no.
And then Yassified Unchained.
Still looks like the other thing.
Alright, so that's I think that's it. We're caught up on everything. Thunderbirdmon is peak. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, I didn't know.
What? Forgot about wait. You do probably fight.
No, the very last one.
Yeah. Blame the voice actor for being horny and not reading the script. Wait, what? Especially as dub actor. Thunderbirdmon is peak.
Who was horny?
I'm confused. I want context, please. While Meg, while we get context, do you want to?
Yeah.
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 And I'll get the comments.
Those lips are hilarious because Unchained is facing front and they're pointing sideways.
Careful now. Oh, Assistant Terriermon. Oh. Yeah, Assistant Terriermon Assistant was quite horny on that last presentation. That is valid. Oh, okay. And she's gone. Party! I thought Mirai. No, I won't read Mirai's profile until we actually meet her in the story. We haven't gotten there yet, so we'll read her profile later. Alright, so let me check out any comments you guys have left recently. And then we'll go through those. And then we'll get out of here. Desmond left a lot of comments on our last members only stream, so we'll kind of go through those on there on the next recording. We have a comment from Lady Leomon on the last Adventure 2020 stream, so we'll cover that on Sunday.
Hi.
Hello, Meg. Welcome back.
That's saying horny me.
And put you back up here. What? There we go. Oh, no, we are actually caught up. We have no comments. There's no mailbag this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we have one comment from Lady Leomon, which we can read on Sunday, because it relates to 2020 episodes.
Okay.
And then yeah, we are actually all caught up.
Comments?
No.
Okay.
No. So that You want to Liberator comment, and you can check mine out from episode 12. Did we not read? Oh, 12 of Liberator. Did we not read? Debug 9 and 10. Come on. Okay, let me Chapter 13. Liberator 13. Where's Liberator 12? What the
You lost an
Oh, there we
or
go.
an Atmon? Liberator?
Oh, wow, 2 months ago.
Oh,
When the why did we... What?
we must have gone, okay, we'll read them on the next Liberator stream, and then...
That was a month later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Oh, God. Oh, wow. Why? Jesus Christ!
You didn't say they were essays.
Maybe that's why we left them off. Yo! Thank you. But yo!
Sorry, my bad. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay. Alright. So this relates to the ending of the first arc, which Ali thinks was good. Episode 12. Young Owen and Shoto's designs are boring but serviceable. Kinda hard to say anything about the first part when it tried to speed run through the card battle. But some thoughts of, if Kinosaki Clinic could have done more to help Owen's mom, then it might have led to Owen not moving out, but not having as much strive to be the best card player, and Shoto probably wouldn't have met Arisa or have a close bond. And at least from Owen's perspective, when he meets Shoto again after 2 weeks and knowing he has some card magic, then just telling a bunch of nonsense, he could either tell him the truth or beat him in a card game. Part 2 seems to take a page from the novel side and have part 1 leading to a card battle, and then 2 is the battle itself. If Arc 2 does this, then I'm going to be happy. The card battle itself was fun, and twists and turns took it where intriguing. Elizamon's line is good. I've mostly seen it being a mirror and counterpart of the Shumon line. Both are virus lines, with Shumon's line being based on fantasy, while Elizamon's line is based on history and myth. I nearly said mystery. History and myth. And
Well, that's what myth history would be.
And that their level 6 forms definitely taking idol inspiration. Both Digimon are used by Shoto's childhood friends, like Shumon is the angel, while Elizamon is the demons. The angle let me be your angle and your devil. While Elizamon is the demons he must confront. For the designs, Digimon is a ball that Medusamon would like to have. Elizamon, the Fort Izamon, along Sunarizamon and Flare or Dark Lizamon. One of the most colourful level 3s, with Jellymon or Tinkermon coming close. Dimetromon, cool softy being a cute proto-mammal. Yep. Lamiamon, very modest design, and having a would have liked more color consistency, with the design showing the blue part of her body and the pink is her flesh clothes, but her face is also pink. Unfortunate it's a dragonkin and not a reptile, but being a poison user that is not a plant is unique. Medusamon, decreasing the color saturation and replacing the white with gold seems like a good design improvement, and that the snakes have crowns is cute.
Agreed.
Overall, love the designs, but the inclusion seems redundant when they don't offer anything. would have liked the entire line to be reptile, just to have the first level 5 and 6 reptile type Digimon. Or at least being entirely dragonkin, so to have the first level 3 dragonkin.
Yeah, a bit weird that they changed.
If I would have ranked the Liberator lines, obviously biased. So these are Ali's rankings of the Liberator Digimon and their evolution line.
Okay.
So number 8, Omegamon. It's cute to have the first connection between Omegamon and its two X antibody variants. Shumon, not a humanoid or fantasy fan, and that puppet type isn't in need of new members. Number 6, Elizamon.
No notes.
No notes. Number 5, Vemmon, liking the sleekness of the level 3 and 4, but love the monstrousness of the level 5.
Okay.
Number 4, Ghostmon, having the first level 6 Ghost and Phantomon. Number 3, Terromon, increasing members for both Bird Dragon and Magic Knight types, which before only had one Digimon representing them, while also making Vortex Warrior a more relevant in the lore with Grand Gale and Zephigamon. Zephigamon is not my cup of tea, though. Okay, fair enough. Number 2, Tsunarizamon. Well, we didn't need more mineral types, especially with how many came out recently with Talalkamon. But at least we got the first level 5 mineral Digimon. But a bonus for me is that the design looks like that they're a monster of the week compared to the rest just being designed as a partner Digimon. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but I can see the logic behind that thought process. I don't know if I necessarily agree, but I see where you're coming from. And then number 1, Shellmon. Ryugamon being the first level 6 mollusk and the bonus being quite a beauty.
We should have predicted that it would be Shaman.
Yeah.
Because Ali's been has been hyping up that whole line the whole time.
That's fair. Marine Bullmon is the coolest marine-based Digimon, topping the likes of Amphimon, Metal Seadramon, and Marine Chimeramon. Overall, in my opinion, the level 5 design is the best it could have been. Part 2 of this comment. Part 2 of this comment. Ali said, for the series Act 1, it was a fun read. I didn't feel like I wasted my time reading this, but at the same time I didn't get any real value.
Reevaluate my life.
I didn't get to reevaluate my life or learn a life lesson, except that AI is bad. I mean, that's a life lesson people still need to learn in this day and age. The human characters were fun to read, and I mostly had a problem with Zenith being a basic guy with ugly eyes. You ugly-eyed basic bitch. Ugly-eyed basic bitch. Okay.
So my kind of dumb voice goes along with that then.
But at the same time, they don't have their own story or an explanation as to why they love to play. Well, I guess that's what we got out of this out of Debug 11.1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like, why did the cast as a whole? Like,
Yeah.
why did Violet want to be the collector for the TCG, or why did Yao want to be in the debugging team? Also, was not a fan of everyone and your sister as a debugger reveal. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I guess we can say this with the benefit of hindsight. We learned a bit more about Yao's backstory in 14.1. Where she was a super cool hacker and the feds turned up and then she ran into Cool Boy. And he saved her from the feds or whatever.
Yeah.
So we kind of, maybe not 14, maybe 13.1. I don't know. We haven't read 14 yet, so 13.1. So with the benefit of hindsight, that kind of just infers where Yao's crush on Cool Boy has come from and why she's so loyal to him. Violet being the collector, I don't think we're ever going to get lore behind that. If we do, I'll be happy, but I think that was just a cool thing because it was a new card game comic and they needed someone who's, oh, she's the rich kid who has everything.
Yeah, like it would make sense for her to collect things in real life
Yeah.
outside of the game. Like she'd have this and collect that.
Yeah, because she's from
So-
high society and
Look at all my porcelain dolls.
I was just about to say Digimon cards are just her fucking Fabergé eggs. So I think that's as much as you're going to get out of that one. I don't think that we'll get anything beyond she's rich and has money, so she has everything. It's kind of like Winner. Like Winner's parents placate him by buying him cards. They don't spend time with him, but they have enough money to go, yeah, just here. Take your hobby and go over there.
Yeah, watch you this and I play with it.
Yeah. But I will agree, I am not a fan of the, oh yeah, this person is also a debugger.
Yeah,
Surprise!
Everyone is. Are there any actual players in this game?
Yeah.
Is everybody a debugger?
I would have liked a few more. I would have liked at least one or two characters on the main cast to not be debuggers. Like Shoto and Arisa having to win their way in makes sense. Even though it was really Shoto that won his way in, Arisa just got to tag along.
Yeah.
But or you just dedicate more time to showing people earning it rather than being a secret reveal. I get they wanted to give like the main characters their crests. That's what the emblems are. Let's not kid ourselves. The emblems are crests. To let them digivolve and have regular Digimon adventures outside of just I play this card and I play that card. Arisa did beat Violet, so okay. Yeah, I mean that wasn't her test, but it works.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Shoto fighting Yao.
Yeah.
You know.
You didn't have to fight the boss.
Yeah.
But
Oh wait, no, maybe. No, because we didn't see Violet's deck until she tried to fight Sam the Clown. We didn't see her real deck until she tried to fight Sam the Clown. But so thanks, Beck. I've lost my train of thought.
didn't see Violet's death.
No.
Arisa.
Stop, you're not helping.
No? Okay.
Oh yeah, so like I would have liked to see one of the main characters not be part of the debugging team. I get they wanted everyone to have their crests so that they could go off and evolve when they weren't playing the card game because they were hunting down Machinimon or they were doing something else, and it was a tidy excuse to be able to give them the power to overwrite the rules of the world. But some of it was just very ta-da! And that could have been handled better. I guess maybe they just weren't sure how much of a runtime they'd have with this. So they were kind of just trying to cover as many bases as they could early on so that if it was only one season of this, it tidied up nicely. But if they got a sequel, well then maybe we expand on things later.
Arisa got in because of nepotism.
Yeah. I mean, that would be fun to explore. Well, because we know from Mirai's profile, that she has no competence for the card game, which was very intriguing because I want to read it properly when we get introduced to her in story. But I want to know, if you have no competence for the card game, how did you get on the debugging team?
Yeah.
Like, did your daddy doctor pay for you to be able to do it, or what? Like what happened there? I can't wait to learn that.
Was it just because she was one of the first people who played it? So they went, okay, you can have an honorary spot.
Kind of, and that's kind of what they inferred happened to Yuki in Debug 1, because she was a beta tester, they made her a debugger.
Yeah.
That was so maybe.
I feel like
I'm sure they'll
still
have
to be
changed or
good at it.
retconned that since, but
I think you still need to be good at it.
you would hope so, yeah. But I don't know.
We'll find out.
We'll find out when we get there. But anyway, so going back to Ali's comment, I mostly would say that Arisa and Close seem to be the characters that have their own plot, where Arisa is study versus fun and Close is humanity. But a great thing is that this is the best human design team. Everyone except Zenith has not you. Oh, it's that boy. Remember that meme that used to go around where you take like characters from an anime or a manga or something.
Thank you for existing, except in the middle. It's
Yeah,
not you.
it's not you. Yeah, that's just Zenith. Where was it? Yeah, it has a very memorable and recognizable design. Digimon characters, they're alright. Teromon being a good contrast to Shoto and helping him improve. The others could be better, mostly being a character in their introduction but gets demoted as a hat or a shoulder warmer like Sangomon or Elizamon. Yeah. For the card battles, I would say I enjoyed half of them. I hope in Arc 2 we get more battles when it doesn't have the restriction of needing to give everybody... Oh, this is a new Digimon with an effect I've never seen before. Except we will still have that, because you'll have to have other... Shoto will have to get, like, Zephagamon from Booster 23, and it has this effect. So we're still always going to see a new Zephagamon, or a new Necromon, or... I don't think we're going to get away from that, but I would be shocked if these characters don't get, like,
I feel
new cards in the collectible card game thing.
I feel like it won't be as much in a row for everyone, at least. As it was, because it's like when they do the evolution arc and one person gets an evolution in one episode and then the next episode is the next person's.
Yeah.
So hopefully it won't be like that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's very fair. That's very fair. For the card battle, story, I mean, it was a slow burn, but it might have been a beneficial slow burn. Made me slightly care about the main cast and rooting for them to be able to stop the Imperialdramon army. Hopefully Act 2 has less Shoto and more casual fun. A bonus if we go to the digital world and Digimon just having decks instead of a silent NPC. I feel like that's what Cross Connectia is meant to be. I feel like Cross Connectia is meant to be the digital world arc of the story. But I guess we'll have to just see how that plays out and how the debugger... Because Shoto's side is going to be stuck dealing now with like Machinamon and all of that stuff. So I feel like the other side, Yuki and everyone going to Cross Connectia, is meant to be there going to the digital world, and things are kind of different and crazy than we're used to. So we might be kind of getting like the best of both worlds here.
Yeah.
Because like Tamers, like, and I relate it to Tamers because it's the only other card-based thing we have. When they went to the digital world, the card game had already stopped being a major focus of how their battles worked. It was slash the card for evolution, but power-ups got rarer.
Yeah.
You didn't really, like, where in the opening episodes, it was, wah, slash this card, you've got a War Greymon shield, now you've got a giant gun. It was kind of, it was a bit more,
I should bring Terriermon.
yeah. But by the time they got to the digital world, the card slash wasn't as much of a focus. Like, Rio was going on about, oh, here's a card you have to be a pro to use, and we were like, it's a card that goes through a Digivice slot. The fuck does actual card game rules have to do with how that works?
Yeah.
So So it didn't really play as much of a part in the short time that the Tamers were in the digital world. So I feel like you might get less card game shenanigans with Yuki's team just because Cross Connectia isn't going to function in that regard.
Yeah, they've already said that, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Yao was talking to them, it's not, the battles aren't going to go the same. It's, the Digimon are just going to be physically fighting in front of you.
And that's where setting up the whole emblem thing early on in Arc 1 comes in handy, because we know that the emblems will allow for evolution outside of, I stack this card on top of this card for a cost of this. So, yeah, I feel like Cross Connectia is going to give you your digital world fix, and then whatever happens with Machinamon is just the Liberator story continuing. Look,
We'll see.
I'm looking forward to it though.
Yeah, me too.
Because
I'm enjoying this so much more than Secret.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So
And I
much
do.
more.
Yeah. So I do think I think Ali brings up a lot of kind of good points in that.
Yeah.
Let me just. Speaking of Cross Connect. Oh no, we read Ali's comment ranking the costumes. Maybe that was the comment I was thinking of when we were looking for the chapter 12 ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So with that, everyone, I believe we are caught up. Any new mentions? No. Response status, I haven't responded. Anything new? Nope, nothing till Sunday. Right, well, I think that's where we'll get ready to wrap it up. It's been a fun 3.25 hours.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to going to bed and getting a good night's sleep for a change, because I don't have to be up for work in the morning.
Yay.
But
You're not on call.
and I'm not on call anymore, so I can just
Phone's
turn
on
my phone
silent.
off or leave it on silent. Yeah, that'll be so good. That'll be so good. So good. I'm not gonna get woken up at 5 in the morning by.
Well, to be fair, you're not going to be asleep by 5 in the morning tonight.
That is valid. It is 4:15. Yeah, fair. We didn't start till like 1, so okay, you got me there. Alrighty, guys. Well, look, we're gonna leave it there. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We hope you had fun with our hour and a half of shenanigans, and then our read along. We'll be back on Sunday with Digimon Adventure episodes 60, 61, and 62. Do you remember what the first episode we're watching on Sunday is?
And I'll tell you on Sunday.
Vikings.
Oh yes. Yes.
So
yes,
something for Meg to look forward to. Vikings versus pirates. Let's go.
Legmon?
Oh, Legmon,
Yes.
yeah. So take care of yourselves, everybody. Much love and good morning.
Good morning.
Bye.
Happy time zone.
Yeah. All right, now get out of here.